Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Three, the only three, the Deep Three NBA show. We back at you again. My name is Taha, and I'm here with my co-host Miguel and Nico. Say what's good.
What's going on?
What's up,
Cracking.
people? We back. All
Yes,
three.
sir. Yes, sir. You already know, man. How y'all feeling, man?
Yo, feeling good,
Off
bro.
season is underway, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Off season, we got
It's adult time of the year right now. It's a tail
for
end of
sure.
free agency. Summer league is about to come to an end not too far from now, and then it's just gonna be radio silence for about 2 months before training camp starts. So
This is where the true content creators shine. Is
hell
within
yeah.
these 2 months. We'll see who's built for this. That's what we're about to find out.
Yes,
Yup,
sir.
you already know, man. Hey, bro. Real quick, I wanna give a shout out to all the podcasts coming out of NJ because I've been on social media a good amount these past few weeks, and I've been seeing a lot of basketball podcasts coming out of Jersey. Shout out to the Pick a Side podcast. They're tough.
Yeah, they tough.
Word, bro. And there's another podcast. Damn, hold on. They just started too. I'll tell you the name of it right now. It's run by one of my boys that I met not too far long ago. Oh, it's called the Pick and Pop podcast. They're tough too. They're only a couple episodes in, but they're
Pick and Pop
pretty
is a tough
solid.
name.
Word, yeah. It's two of them, and
Yeah.
me and bro been talking, so maybe a collab in the future is
For sure.
not too crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah,
for
bro.
sure.
Shout out to all the podcasts coming out of Jersey, bro. For real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for
fact.
sure.
I don't know if you listened to the last one, but last one we did it in person, me and Nico.
No
Uh,
word.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
and I was out of state, so I didn't get to
Yeah.
listen to it. I usually listen to the ones that I'm not able to be a part of, but that's tough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it was
was
really.
fun.
I fucked with it though. I think it was really good. I think it's probably. I don't know. I felt like it was probably a good one too. It was a really good episode. It was like our
Mhm.
first time back, but it felt comfortable because we already used to. We over like I don't even know how many episodes. Like over 150. Like we're just so many
Mhm.
episodes in. Like saying we get
Yeah,
comfortable.
bro. It's
So like
crazy.
it's wild because like I was telling Miguel, we and was telling everybody else on the pod, like we were 3 episodes in and we were doing it in person the first 3 episodes, and after that the
Yeah.
pandemic hit and we stopped.
Yep.
And ever since we never did it
Crazy.
in first person. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Yeah.
never face to face. It was always on stream online. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Zoom,
We did it.
StreamYard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zoom, bro. The
so
Zoom era was crazy.
we're
Yeah,
We had some good episodes on during the Zoom era though, bro. Like we had
yeah,
some
we
really
did.
good ones. All the
yeah.
Giannis ones, the one with Ethan, like there was some pretty fun ones.
Yeah, we
So
had
I'm
good episodes.
and I'm excited for this off season. So we got a lot of stuff planned. We're definitely gonna try and have more guests. So just to, like run down what we do have planned, we're gonna rank top 10 each position, top 10 players in the NBA, and then from there we're gonna try or we're planning on going into like team previews for next season, and hopefully with that we could bring in different content creators, different reporters, different analysts that cover these specific teams to get you a deeper like in-depth look at these rosters and what they hear from where they're from, what they with like the heartbeat of the team, what they have a grasp of. But it's
Yeah,
gonna be a fun summer. I think the content's gonna be good. They're gonna be making good podcasts as always. I'm just excited to get to work.
for sure. No,
Facts.
That
yeah.
hiatus was too long.
Yeah, I was about to say we took our little break. I think it was good. I think we should. I mean, we always take that break after the summer because it's a long season, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just dropping. We was dropping 2 episodes like mostly
we
every
did
fucking
2
week.
episodes for like a week for like what, like 4 or 5 months.
Like and we missed.
Yeah, bro.
It would be we
That was
yeah we
in
like straight.
was that 2021 or was it 2020?
This was like real.
It
This
was
is like
this year.
a couple
It was
months
this
this
year.
year.
No,
It
no,
was
but
this year.
we did that in the off season, in
Oh
one
yeah,
of
yeah,
those
yeah,
two
yeah,
seasons.
yeah. And we
I
started
think it
off
was
at 2 weeks too.
2021. Yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah,
2021 because that's when because I remember we had Yanez on, and then like 2 days later we did a whole nother episode.
And that's when we were doing the UFC shows on this one too. So we was
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah, yeah.
I want to do the UFC podcast again, but Nico's not. He said he's not with it. For no cap, I
Yeah.
want to get
it's,
back into the
I
UFC
want to do
podcast.
it, but like it just I don't know. It's just like
You know what would be
oh,
fun? Because Ty, like we watch it at my crib. We get everybody at the
Mhm.
crib watching it. It would be fire if we did like a reaction right after the fights ended, with everybody over there doing the podcast, giving their thoughts on the whole
Yeah.
card. That's what would be
Right.
fire. And
Yeah,
me and
that
Nico are
would be
going
fun.
to an event Saturday too, the one that's going to New York UFC Fight Night. I would vlog
Yeah,
it.
you told me about that.
I would
Bro, I
vlog it.
can't freaking wait.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
vlog it.
I don't know. I'm not even a vlogger. I'm definitely gonna make it. I'm putting a TikTok together of
I'm
everything.
be like, what's up, gang? You know, first vlog of the
Vlog
day.
it and put it on the YouTube.
I'm gonna try.
On
I'm
the
gonna check it. I'll
D3.
probably.
Podcast.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna try. And okay, I'm gonna try and vlog the whole thing if I could. Our trip there. So
But
yeah, but like, as you can see by the cover on the screen, we're doing top 10 shooting guards today. But first, we have a fun question that I thought would be an interesting topic. It's one thing that you could do to fix or change each major league in the U.S. So we're gonna do NBA, MLB, NFL, NHL, MLS, and UFC. Those 6 sports leagues. What we would do to change it, just to make the sport a better, fun little topic. Is there anything anyone that you guys specifically want to do first?
we could start it with whatever. I mean, since it's the NBA show, I guess we could start with
Yeah, I guess we
NBA.
could dive right into the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
This is a tough one.
this is a
I
tough
think.
one.
No, I think I got one that
Yeah, you
I
said
got
you
that
had
one
one in
too.
mind already too. I don't, because
I think I
the
got one
NBA
too.
is
You
just
could
a
go Taha.
NBA is just a
So
perfect put together league.
it is, but I think something that could make it potentially better is decreasing the shot clock to 20 seconds or decreasing the backcourt time from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. I think either one of those rule changes would make the game a lot faster paced. I think it'll result in a lot of players their numbers improving, and it will also result in a lot of players' shooting numbers decreasing because of how slow paced some players' games are. Like a lot of the ISO players won't be able to have
ISO.
as good numbers as they usually do because of the fact that they won't have like the normal amount of time. So like imagine if it takes a guy like I don't know, James Harden, like 15 seconds to get a good shot against a decent defender. Now he doesn't have those extra 4 seconds to work with. So it's gonna be a little more faster paced. So that could either help him and just chucking a shot up and getting it in, or it'll be the opposite and he'll miss shots more and his numbers will go down. So
I have something to say about that. That's it. I didn't like that. Literally did not come to my mind. That's a good topic. Do you think that I feel like in that situation, isolation players would get more opportunity because you have less shot clock, so that means you have like less time to get a good shot.
You're right.
So a lot of the time it's gonna come down last 8-10 seconds of a shot clock. It's I want to say like at least over 60% is usually just isolation. Somebody trying to create their own shot.
Yeah,
I feel like we get
him.
more possessions like that. You don't think?
I agree.
oh yeah, no,
I
for
actually kind of
sure. For
agree.
sure.
I think it'll make the game
Yeah.
fun though. Fast paced, more possessions, like you said. Obviously, that makes everybody's stats better. More possessions, more shots at the basket. I don't mind it. That's not bad.
Word.
So I got a different view on it. You know, Taha got a view of like technically of what type of rule, but I got like a different type of different rule. Like I think it should be regulations where if you have a bad season, just like soccer, you should go make divisions. I know these teams are so big, but like we have there's a lot of teams you could do by states and different. You know what I'm saying? You could add more states, and you could add more teams, and you could do regulations, bro. Or even like a second division team, or just coming up to just make it more competitive. You have new teams, just like more atmosphere, like European style. You know what I'm saying? Like Europeans, look at this like they're in their like the fans. You can have more loyal fans, a lot more people viewing it. I think you should do it like that. It'll make it more competitive because then you have a reason to play bad, not to tank on purpose. All these stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Elaborate a little bit. What do
So
you
I'll
mean?
say, so I'll say like if you have a bad season, like like the last team or the last two, they will have to play like a little mini tournament with the second, like make another division, like a B division, like it's the G League, like a G League team. like goes up like a G League. You have like a G League right now. A G League team goes up and moves up. They play somebody from the Ignite. Let's say the Ignite gets first place. You
Oh.
get first place, and the last place they could do best out of two, best out of three game, and you qualify, and then you stay to in the division. And they could do like the last two, and then the first two play, or like how they do it in Argentina is like in the B division for the four first 1 through 4, whoever make it to the they finish all their games 1 through 4. The last four will play a mini tournament. Then there'll be two that qualify.
Uh-huh.
So those two they'll have to play each other. But technically, they'll all have to play a tournament and they'll play each other. And then one of those teams will have to play those teams.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, regulation's
Um,
hard to explain.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
If you
get,
don't get it.
I get what he's trying to say now, but I don't know if the league would really want something like that
nah,
because,
it
like,
wouldn't.
for
They,
example,
the owners
It
would definitely
wouldn't.
decline. They're gonna
It
lose
oh,
money
wouldn't.
if they
absolutely
do
not.
it like that.
Yeah, so like for example, like what if like the Knicks are the worst team in the league, and then they have a G League team in Idaho that's like the best team in the G League, and then they put those two against each other, and the Idaho team wins. You're taking
You
away
know
the
what
biggest
happens?
market in the
You know what
I
league.
would think
happens?
I think it would be different though.
No, no, I
I think
like
it
it.
would,
No, that's the point though. That's why I bring it because then the market changes, bro. You could make a low team a great team, and you could become a great organization. Have bring a lower team down. Because look, like you said, New York could have a bad season.
Hmm.
That's the only reason why they wouldn't do it because of something like that. Because the
Yeah.
market, all the TV, you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna get you're not gonna be on ESPN on prime time. You know what I'm saying? Why they're not gonna have you G League prime time in New York. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the G League, they're not
Uh-huh.
gonna play. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's gonna change it. I think that's what makes it more competitive. That's why I think it will make it more competitive, more fans too. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing fans
Hmm.
from everywhere, every little part of every section.
I
So,
think
how? Oh, go ahead.
I would say like in related to that, like you said, I don't know. Like I think if they were to do something like that, the way I would see them doing it is they would just split the league in half and do the top 15. The top 15 teams is like the top 15 or the bottom 8 teams. That's like a B division, and then they will make that like because I don't see because the G League is a developmental league. That's like an academy type like in terms of like soccer. Like
Yeah,
the way I explain is like European football.
it's the same thing though.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have like their academies, they have like their like own like U teams and B teams and shit. But like the B League itself is like a different set of teams, isn't it, Nico? Or am I bugging?
No, because Barca B is in it, and the only reason why, like, let's say Barcelona first place, Barcelona A team, like Barcelona right now, they're playing in La Liga, right? Then there's the La Liga B, which will be Barcelona B. They win every year, but they can't go to the A division because that team that owns it or whatever, let's say they own it, they're in it, so they can't go up, they can't go over the unless that team drops division. You get it?
I get what you're saying.
So it'll be like that's how you make it fair. Like it's not like maybe something. Let's say New York owns a team, and then the G League of New York wins the competition. Then New York will stay in the division. You're saying because they're in the same team. They would just be their undevelopment academy team, technically. I think it would just make it more competitive. You're just having different teams, and then you bring more stars, and it changes the market a lot too. Changes way the market. You're gonna have people go leaving teams in and out every like summer. Like you know what I'm saying, it's just gonna have to be everybody changing. And especially now how the league is moving, we're talking about everybody teaming up, so much talent coming in. It's like the talent that's been coming in is ridiculous. We're talking about every rookie class the last 5 years just been first round, just been you know what I'm saying. They've been hittable. They've been great players. Just guys are making changes in the teams. You know what I'm saying? Just not big players. You know, there's been stars, but there's been great role players. You know what I'm saying? Those little guys are just they're doing their thing. So it's just so competitive now. I think it would be fun if you do that. But
I think
it would be impossible though. Only reason
I
why
think the overseas
is the
stuff, the
owners.
overseas leagues would absolutely get hit in a negative way through that though, because like if you do that, like let's
A
say you
lot of people
add,
from there are gonna come over
Or
here, right?
or
that's
what you
what
could
I'm saying,
or what
bro.
you could do is or what you could do instead of having the G League coming in, you could have the European having them mix it in. But I don't know, it would be tough. Or make like a Champions League, like
That would be
a
fun. That would
Champions
be
League when you
tough.
get the Europeans, the best Europeans. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even just it's like random. You know what I'm saying? From like group stage to everything, just all of them random USA teams gotta be half USA and half European in each
So
group stage.
that would be tough though. Like it'll
That
be
could be another concept too that
like
we can talk
East. It'll
about.
be like someone from the East, a team from the East, team from West, then like a team from like the Canadian League, a team from like in Germany, like, and they do like a tournament. That would be fire, bro. Like that
Yeah.
shit would be tough as hell.
Word. Nah, but it's just that the Americans like basketball players like as of right now have so much more of a edge. Like obviously that gap is being closed as the years are going by,
But
but
there's
I
a
feel
lot of
like
American players that play overseas though.
like who? Like Luca, Giannis,
No. I'm
Gobert,
talking
stuff like
about
that.
obviously like those teams would be favored going into the tournament. Like let's say they do a Champions League for basketball,
Mhm.
which they do one. They do it in Europe with the teams from Europe, France, and all those other teams. But like, obviously they'll be favored to go in, but it'll just be a cool tournament of all the best teams from each league playing in like a little mini tournament.
And come
Word.
on, bro, it will make it competitive though. It'll
Where
make it competitive because you
Facts.
never know. Maybe that team from Europe could actually beat the. You could have a bad night, or not even that. But great defense. Just it's a style, bro. Style. You gotta play the game. You gotta play hard. It's a physical game. You're going out there to play for a competitive tournament out there. It's gonna be on
yeah, I
live
don't think they're just gonna
televised
be
TV.
dog walking motherfuckers. No cap.
Yeah,
Like any team that wins, it's not like it's Team USA. You're talking about the team that wins the finals, like the Warriors this past season. Like they have like they're gonna obviously be favored. Like you're probably gonna win the whole thing, but they're not about to just dog walk every single team they play. You feel me?
and look, you could maybe have players coming out overseas now, and then maybe they
That's
got to
what I
win
was
their
thinking.
division. You could have guys just you come going out to a certain country where they like, you know what I'm saying, just playing for that team, or you know what I'm saying, going to France, Spain, playing for a team out there, playing the Champions League, and you go and win the Champions League. Boom, you get paid back. Boom, they pay you mad bread, and you could just expand it.
That would be that wasn't my idea. Like I have one in my mind too, but that was like that would be fire if they do a Champions League.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I didn't
So
have
what
no
would be
idea.
yours?
So mine would be
Came up with it.
it's similar to Nico as in like it drives competitiveness in the league. So to me, the way the draft lottery should be set up now, especially with the in season tournaments that they want to do, the teams that didn't make the playoffs play in a tournament for the number one pick, and that's gonna stop teams from tanking. And it's like, why are you sending the teams that are trying to make the playoffs or to be the teams that get rewarded with a number one pick? That's how
Yeah.
I see it. The teams that like you said, like you agree with what I'm saying, like they're trying to make the playoffs. They're actually trying to be competitive. The teams that are just tanking, like the Thunder, shutting their players down 2 seasons in a row to get the number one pick.
Hmm.
Think of how much more that would benefit these players. Like so many guys turn into busts and shit because they just go to horrible situations. Like imagine, I can't even think about it in my mind, but like it'd just be way better like that. I think.
That's a fun idea too. You would change it because now, like you said, but I mean, you could still tank for that number one. You just gotta win that last game. You know,
Nah, but you're talking about winning like their own playoffs. You're not about to be.
Oh, you're talking about
For
like a little
example,
mini playoff for the first pick.
exactly a
Oh, then
playoff
I
for the
fuck
first
with
pick.
that. Then I fuck with
Yeah.
that. It changes a lot. Then yeah, for sure.
I feel like a lot of players would purposely play bad though.
So they don't get
No,
to.
no, because if
Yeah,
you're
so
cool,
like
I think you should benefit it. Wait, go ahead, Tom. My fault.
yeah, you're good. So like for example, let's say hypothetically that that goes into effect next season, right? Everybody's trying to go for Victor Wembanyama, right? Let's say the Orlando Magic are in one of those little games, and let's say a guy like I don't know, Mo Bamba or Wendell Carter, they don't want to lose their spot, so they purposely play bad and try and like or not play bad, but you get what I'm saying. They're not going to play their
I
hardest
feel like it will
so
probably be like
that
a. Now that you're saying it like that, like some teams might go like summer league vibe with it, as in like they won't send their best players to go play in like the mini playoff. Like the way I'm seeing it in my head, it was like, cause like you said, obviously some players are gonna tank because they don't want to like Paolo would tank because he wants to be the best player on his team type shit.
yeah,
But then like
exactly.
whatever team, I think after that, whatever team was last place would get the second pick. Like I think you play for that first pick and then the rest of it goes by like record. That's how I would have
Mm.
it set up if I was the commissioner.
No,
Yeah,
I
like
feel you. That's not
honestly,
bad. That's not
second
bad.
place gets
That's
second.
definitely interesting. I didn't think about it.
Like you
I didn't
play
think
for the
about
lottery.
it like that.
I feel like I
That
feel like
would
that
be
would be hard.
interesting.
I think we just need more trophies in the NBA. Like European soccer, you just can't like compare to like just worldwide soccer, like in season tournaments. Like Premier League, they have like the Carabao Cup, like they have like preseason tournaments against. They have
Mhm.
tournaments where, like Nico said, there's a B division, a C division. They all play in one big tournament throughout the season. Like shit like that is just fire to me. Soccer, they just have they have a chance to win just so much more stuff.
I get that, but like
Yeah.
on the other hand, it's like you don't want to have too many awards because then players are just not going to play hard enough. Like another thing, I feel like adding the conference final
But
MVPs.
it's
I
not
think
a
that was
player award
perfect.
though.
I liked it
No,
though.
no, I liked the conference final, like them adding the conference final MVP stuff. I think that was really good. I think that
But I'm not talking about individual
individually,
awards. I'm talking about like team awards.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
I feel
team
you.
awards.
I feel you, but see, that's the thing. Like they're talking about having like an in-season tournament. Like I feel like that's just gonna wear out the players. You know?
But I think I'm not pro it, but I'm not against it either. Because the way I heard that they want to set up, it's not gonna add games to the season. Like the preseason, the midseason
Oh,
tournament's
they're
gonna be
gonna
part of the
shorten it.
82. No, it's gonna be part of the 82.
Oh,
So
right. So
like
they're
it's
gonna
not.
shorten like the 82 regular season
I think the
games.
record to that is gonna count to the record of like your season.
Oh, okay.
However they have it set
That's
up, I think
interesting.
something like that, or
So
they
what would
could
be the
shorten it.
prize though?
I don't get.
Cash.
Like you're gonna give who's gonna give them money? Like that's just stupid.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get cash in a trophy, but the trophy's gonna matter. It's like you're winning for you're playing for a tournament. It's gonna be a
I
tournament that matters.
I
But the
guess, but like,
NBA
can you
just
really flex that though?
that's what I'm saying. Like the NBA it's been around 75 years, bro, and we play for one tournament. We play for one
Now
trophy.
that is one tournament where I think that teams are not going to send their best players to.
A mid-season tournament like that's like some young guy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, bro. Like I could definitely see like guys that are fighting for minutes and veterans that are trying to get back into the league come back in. Like you remember when this season had just started, everybody was getting into health and safety protocols,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of young players were playing like 40 minutes a night type shit. Like
Yeah.
that's what I think that a mid season tournament would look like. Like guys like 43-year-old Joe Johnson and 21-year-old David Duke Jr. playing 35 minutes a night going up against each other. That's what I think that mid-season
Mario
tournament would
Chalmers,
look
like what the fuck?
Yeah, Mario Chalmers.
Look at his face. Look at his face now.
Mario Chalmers didn't even
Look at his
play.
face now.
Mario Chalmers he
Mario
didn't even
Chalmers
play.
was
Yo,
a
Norris
bum,
Cole,
bro.
what's up, bro?
Chalmers didn't even play, but he got picked up on a 2-week contract,
Word,
10
bro.
day.
He was on.
Wasn't
He
the
was
Grizzlies?
just. He was just on the practice squad, bro.
He
No
got picked up
cap.
by the Heat.
About to heat again, right?
Yeah, he didn't even play a minute, bro. I'm like, yo, why is Kyle Guy playing
Why
over
you got
Mario
picked up,
Chalmers, bro? At least for the nostalgia, at least let him play a game, right?
Yeah, bro.
That's the
They're like, bro,
nostalgia.
he's like,
If
yo,
y'all
I need
giving
to,
Haslam a couple games in the season,
like, bro, I need some
give
bread,
Chalmers
bro.
a couple, bro.
You need some money. He was like, bro, we'll do you a favor. We'll sign you for 10 days. Get you two.
And I was hearing that he was trying to turn
That was
into
a
a coach.
strictly that was a strictly practice squad contract. They
Yeah.
just needed some bodies for practice.
Just filling for the roster spot.
Yeah.
Let's
That
move
man
along.
got paid something. He did not pay for free.
Nah, he
Obviously,
ain't
that
playing
probably
great.
got like
Obviously not.
100K.
Yeah. But yeah, let's move on.
Let's go to another league that's similar time of the year. NHL. I think arguably the best playoffs in sports, in all of American sports.
Word. Yeah.
When it comes to playoffs, it's one of the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I say like, I put NBA.
It might be above NBA.
Yo, it's hard to put over football because I love football fucking playoffs.
Yeah, but that's like one game though. This is similar to the NBA.
Nah, but
like,
it is though. This is similar. It's a 7-game series, but it's like, bro, they're out there fighting.
Each game feels like a game 7, bro. And I'm not even into hockey like that.
Fighting, fucking just going at it. And they're out there with skates just dropping people. I never seen somebody just get dropped. And
I love that they just let them duke it out.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And then they bang out, bro. And then they bang out, let them get knocked out. Like what?
Yeah, and then the loser's the one that gets punished. That's the best part, bro.
Yeah. And the rule, yeah, there's different rules. Like, if you get fouls, you know what I'm saying. You sit certain. If you get a guy gets like a technical foul, something like that, he got to
Yeah.
sit out certain minutes, and another
Sit in the
team can take
penalty box and
advantage.
shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and normally
hockey's a
it's
tough
tough.
sport to watch. It's fun
And
to
then you could
watch.
take out the goalie and play with
Hmm.
no goalie if you want to come back. Like what? That's just wild. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
playoffs
hard.
is. I mean, I don't know. What would you do to change it? I don't know. I think it's
I
tough.
think
But
the
they're
only
doing a great. They're in a
yes,
great.
it's a tough one. It's such a good league.
I think the one thing that they could, I don't know if it's changed, but be better at, and that's marketing.
For
I,
sure.
I feel like they have a chance to be one of the most watched. Because if you get people to watch it, like, you can't watch hockey and be like, this shit isn't entertaining.
Hmm.
That's how I see it. Like, that shit is just like a fun sport to watch.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know how they, I don't know, maybe try going to like a younger audience more. Like, I feel like the NBA does a great job at that. Was when like they be having like Moneybag Yo
Training
was like
camps and
was
stuff
doing
like that.
yeah, stuff like that too. But like Moneybag Yo was just a guy singing the like the NBA Finals song, whatever, like the
Hmm.
shit they do before the game starts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Moneybag Yo was the one rapping that shit. Like, they
Yeah.
just
Hmm.
do a good job at getting to a younger audience.
Yeah.
There's a lot of culture involved in
Yeah,
the
for
NBA.
sure.
And another thing, I would say I agree, marketing for sure. But another thing, it's a horrible timing too because at that time, what's on
NBA.
NBA playoffs. So it's just a horrible time. You saying everybody's just watching NBA. You know, what I'm saying the
Hmm.
basketball.
You
So
are right. That is
Now
it's
you'll
a
be
so
bad
that,
no, no,
time.
no. You'll be surprised though, bro. You'll be
I think
surprised.
maybe
Canada's very much pro hockey.
no Canadian. No, hell yeah,
Yeah,
they have a lot of Canadian teams. They have a
Yeah,
lot of
bro.
they
Canadian.
do.
So yeah, for sure.
All the audience that the NHL is losing from the US, they're gaining from the northern side in Canada.
I
Like
wonder
I
what's
don't think
their viewership looking like.
yeah, that's a good question. No, but for, if I knew more about the league, then I feel like I would definitely have some stuff that I would change about it. But the only thing that comes to mind is like probably some more protective gear so that you can avoid injuries. Like yo, Miguel, I don't know if you remember because this was a long time ago, but you remember when we were in the eighth grade in English class and our teacher played that clip of the goalie in the NHL getting his throat sliced by the
Yeah.
um
Yo, that's crazy. I be thinking about that shit all the time when I'm watching it, bro.
Well,
yeah, bro. Bro, we was in eighth grade, right?
you said
And
Tucker, whatever his name was.
the topic of hockey, no, it was Miss Zahn. The topic of hockey came up and she that class was very spontaneous. Like she we would have a conversation and then she'll be like, "Oh, you guys haven't seen this?" And then we'll completely like get away from what the class was doing, like work wise, and then we just watch it. Like I remember she was like, "Oh, you guys have never seen Forrest Gump?" And then half the class was like, "Nah." She was like, "All right, for the next like 4 days, we're not doing anything. We're just gonna watch Forrest Gump." Like that's the type of teacher she was, right? So
Oh,
we
see
were just talking about,
that was chilling. Then.
yo,
Yo,
that class is
Nish
mad
used to
lit,
get
bro.
mad about it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
she
that's
used to
what I'm
start the
saying.
conversation. I'm like, oh, that's why we can't get nothing done. And then
Yeah,
continue
that's
talking. I'm like, what
yeah,
the fuck?
exactly.
But
But
y'all
nah,
do it on
it's
purpose. Get the fuck
fun
out of my
looking
face if
back
you
at it.
didn't do
Yeah,
that.
Nah, there
some
was a
days, a
point where
lot
we
of
did
days,
that shit on
Mhm.
purpose.
a
Yeah,
lot of days
Yeah,
we
of
do that
course,
shit on
because y'all
purpose.
know what the fuck y'all was doing. Y'all was chilling.
we would get together at lunch because we would have lunch right before that class and be like, yo, let's keep talking so that we have no time to work type shit. You feel me? So, anyways, so the topic of hockey came up and she brought up this hockey player and she was like, yeah, like it's a dangerous sport. Did you guys ever see that clip of the goalie getting his throat sliced by the what's it called like the skates
Yeah.
and we was like nah and then she played that shit on YouTube and then the player this is like maybe early 2000s late 90s maybe the guy he went for a shot but his foot kind of elevated a little bit and the goalie went down to try and like get the puck and the skate completely sliced his throat right open and he was like bleeding out right there on the ice
He
and then
died.
the trainer came out. Now he didn't die because this how. So the trainer came out and stuck his fingers inside that man's throat, like from right here, and then and basically like you know, like cut
Stop
off
the
the
bleeding.
circulation, or yeah, stop the bleeding. I mean, from stop the blood from coming out, and that's the only reason why the guy survived. I'm not sure if the guy ended up ever coming back to hockey or not, but That I think about that a lot.
Yeah, I
God
think about that
damn,
shit
that's just a
all the
horrible
time.
timing, though. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so I guess for the NHL, you could say maybe some more
But
protective
they
gear
probably
to
have tried to
avoid.
improve that, though. They probably try to use
Oh
different
yeah,
type of
probably,
skates
but
and all
that's
that shit.
that's
Like,
just
you
the
know,
only thing that comes to mind, you know.
nah, but yeah, for sure. Anything can happen
Facts.
in these
But yeah,
sports.
I'm glad you remember that, Miguel, because I thought I was the only one.
I never
Yo,
saw
like
it, but I'm gonna
I
see
didn't
the
like
video
I know
after.
I seen it before, but like I didn't remember seeing it in school. Like you just reminded me that it was in Ms. Zon's class, and I'm like, that's some shit that we would see in her class, bro. Like yo, she's the God. Wasn't she the teacher that showed us Columbine in class?
Oh my gosh,
Yo, it was her,
yes,
What?
right?
She showed
I
that what?
think so. I
Columbine. Remember
think
I told you,
so.
Nico, where they like it was like the first like really big school shooting.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
Todd,
Yeah,
Tell me
tell
about
me
that
that
shit.
shit
she
wasn't like crazy, bro.
she showed us Bruce Jenner's transition. Like that was the first time we had like really seen like gotten educated about that. Like I remember that's the first time I remember being educated about something like that was in her class because
She used
like
to show us mad shit, bro. No
yeah,
cap.
bro,
She used to be in
like
there cursing.
yeah, bro.
I
You
used
remember
to be
that
like,
prank
yo, my. I was in
yo
eighth
you
grade.
you remember that prank she pulled on us when she told her she was like pregnant?
Yeah, but she been. She was like gassing it too, but she was looked like she was mad serious.
Yeah, yo, I remember one time we had a discussion about like drug use and like drug abuse and stuff like that. And she told that story about her friend. You remember when she said that she walked in on her friend that had just overdosed and like she tried like joking around with her and she wasn't responding type shit. She started crying, bro. I know you remember that.
I really don't, bro. But it's like
That's
it
because
sounds
What
that
like
happened?
sounds
that's
like
What
some
happened?
some
You
shit she
gotta
would
finish
do.
it. What the fuck happened? She died?
nah.
She
So she
overdosed?
yeah, no. So she was
Nico got his popcorn in his hand.
she was like yeah, like I had this friend and she did drugs and stuff like that, but it was everybody just always thought that it was like socially. And then one time she went into her room and tried waking her friend up and was like jumping on her bed and everything just to like goof around. And then she saw that her friend was like she was her like her she felt cold and like she was kind of blue in the face. And then they called like the authorities and stuff. And then they declared her like dead on the spot. And I remember that the only reason why I remember
Oh
that
shit.
the only reason why I remember that is because she started crying right there when
Was she
she told that
overdosed on?
story. I think it was I think she said Molly. I think she said Molly.
Fuck.
Yeah, bro.
I gotta stop doing that shit.
Crazy. It was
Yeah,
crazy because
Nico's
I
annoying, bro. We not about Nico, don't even betray
chill.
that shit, bro.
I'm not
Don't even
laughing
betray
at
that
I'm
shit,
not
bro.
laughing at it, bro. I'm not
Nah,
laughing at that. I'm just laughing at
this
Nico.
motherfucker don't do no damn Molly, bro. He's talking about some damn. I gotta stop doing that shit. Yo, he's annoying. Yo, like
Yo.
what?
But
I
yeah,
wonder
no,
if she
no.
still works there.
Nah,
But
bro. She
yo, you
nah,
think?
she
Yo,
left.
I could have
She left
sworn
on
somebody told me she got
bro.
hit by her husband got hit by a car outside middle school where she got hit.
No.
You told
She
me that
bro,
shit was
Miguel,
real.
she took another job somewhere else before we were even upperclassmen in high school.
Nah, someone told me
She
that
been
shit,
there.
bro.
But yeah, nah, that's the NHL thing. Yeah, back to that. Yeah, that's why I brought that up because that's where I saw that clip.
Let's do another one. Let's keep it pushing. Let's do MLB. Let's get the boring one out the way.
Yeah.
MLB.
To
Yeah.
get it better, honestly, is let the players use steroids again, bro. Fuck it.
let them
Nah, I
let them
think
burn and drink out there, have fun, entertain the whole everybody, cause that shit is ass. Sorry to MLB people, all the baseball fans, but that shit is fucking ass. I'm sorry, I cannot sit there and watch a baseball game. I'm sorry.
America's
I'm gonna
pastime, but he's
respect
not a
you,
true
but
yeah.
American.
you
I
gotta
feel
go out
like
there,
I feel
entertain.
like it's
Let
only
them drink
called a
beer, let them get
pastime
into
because it's
fights.
boring, yo.
It's just I
Cause
don't
like
like the sport. What can you change? The sport is just
oh no, I could definitely think of something
like
for
what
MLB.
changing to less innings because you can make it more competitive.
No, less games. They play like 100 plus games a
And they
season,
play
bro.
182.
Oh nah, yeah, oh yeah,
Like
Hell, I
what,
didn't even know that. That's
bro?
They play like 3, 4 games in a row, right? Isn't it
Bro,
like 3 days in a row at least?
cut it to
yeah, bro.
90 at
Like
least.
yo,
Cut
son,
it to half
82
of it.
games, bro. 82 games.
90's
Fuck it.
fine.
It's
Or
not a
100,
violent sport.
or 100, 100.
Yeah, yeah. I guess, yeah, even 100. Because the season goes for what, 6 months?
182.
Something like
It got to
that.
be like 8 months.
Nah, I don't know, but they play
Nah, they
hella
wear
games
those
though.
players out, bro. They wear them out.
But
The
that's why they
playoffs is
have
the
like a
game.
first, a second, and like a
No,
third
playoffs
pitcher.
is best out of 7, isn't it?
Yeah,
I feel
I'm
like
pretty
I feel
sure it's
like
best out of 7.
MLB lacks a lot of drama. Like, there's not much
Yeah.
drama in the MLB. You
If
know,
someone,
like the only thing regarding drama I remember is the whole Houston Astros situation where they cheated.
They need a Kyrie Irving.
oh yeah,
Word up.
that cheating shit was crazy because they were
They need a
really cheating.
LeBron.
They were really cheating. They really had a pattern going. But look, I'll say this. Probably fucking I don't know. Maybe having the guys become more confident, like that, like the NBA, like having guys like talk shit more and being like, "Oh, we're the best, we're the number one," or like having that number one guy that being competitive.
Not even
Go.
that. Like, it's
I
you know
don't
what the
know.
problem is, Nico? You know what the problem is?
'Cause you don't
It's
hear
a
that guy.
team's.
You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
team's league, bro. MLB is a team's league.
That's
The-
that's what's different between like basketball and other sports.
yes,
All these
yes.
other sports are all team
Basketball is a
sports.
players'
Like
league.
football is a team sport. Soccer is really a team sport. Like basketball, you can have one guy dominate and take his team to the final. LeBron 9 years in a row going to the finals, playing with like Dukes, like
Mhm.
bringing like a book bag over there, having everybody jump in.
Yeah, bro. Reading the
Yeah.
first page off of Malcolm X book every game and then coming in and dropping 50 in the
Yo,
finals.
he really is always on the first page, though. He's always on the first page.
Nah, yo, I'll never forget one of the
He
reporters
did
was
that shit
like,
on purpose.
nah, yo, one of the reporters was like, I see you reading the Malcolm X book. Like, what in the book have you have you gathered about him? He's like, oh, I really just started the book, but he's a very smart man. A very smart man. No shit, Sherlock. Tell us about the book.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that would
man.
do. Yo, that shit was funny, bro.
Yo, bro,
When he
that
was
shit had
singing,
me
he
crying,
always
dog.
gets the lyrics wrong too, bro. LeBron is too funny,
And
but
then he
they need a
watches it
LeBron.
again and then posts it.
Yeah,
Nah,
like
but yeah, but that's what
exactly.
makes him LeBron. Yeah, the Taco
Nah,
Tuesday.
did you watch that Through the Wire episode when D Mills farted on the camera and he posted it up and not knowing that he farted? Yo, that shit was so funny, bro. I sent it to Nico.
Is
I gotta
that the
send it
one
to you
where he was
afterwards.
like? Is that the
Yes,
one where he
yeah.
tried covering it up?
I
Where he was like,
No.
and then
No. He was recording Dame like last
He had
shot
a
type
big ass
shit.
shot. Like
And
this is a PG shot.
like he said he had like the volume down, so he didn't know. I'm like, they're like, yo, you didn't notice that you farted while you're recording, brother. He posted it up on his story. Like he didn't know
I
he
haven't seen
farted.
that. The
Bro,
one
I'm
I
gonna
was
send
thinking
it to you
about,
after
the,
that
the one
shit.
I was thinking about was Max Kellerman. I think it was Max
That
Kellerman.
was Max Kellerman who he's like
Yeah, he funny as hell.
yo, he covered
Oh
that shit
my
up.
god. It was really bad timing. But anyways, bro, let's get on to the next league, bro. I'm tired of talking about baseball.
Yeah, let's go NFL.
Ooh. I have one locked in.
Go ahead.
CTE. You have to take care of the league has to take care of their players after they retire. There's no program for players to enter once they retire to check if they have any form of CTE or not. You see these players just dying at early ages because the league doesn't, check on their state, their health, I think it was Des Bryant that just came on and said recently some player had just passed away, and
Yeah,
Des Bryant was like, the NFL knows that these players have CTE but doesn't do anything about it. And I believe him.
Yeah.
I feel like the NFL, they just do it to save money, but I feel like they should have a program for players after they retire to enter like a pool, and they enter the names into the pool, and then they get a bunch of tests done. If you're healthy and you don't have any signs of CTE, they take you out the pool, enjoy retirement. But if you do, like, they do what they can to try and at least help you live with it rather than just,
Yeah.
CTE is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's one of those injuries where it's like you're not the only person at risk. Like the people around you are at risk as well. Like I don't like bringing this situation up a lot, but Chris Benoit, that's the main name that comes up when it comes to CTE, because that man, he killed his whole family. CTE is the only injury that can affect someone other than you. So I feel like that's the situation where they need to act on it quick before a former player ends up doing the same thing, because by then the damage will already be done. If
So
it hasn't been done already, because a lot of players have lost their life already to CTE.
Yeah, well
I would say
spoken. Round of applause though. Well spoken.
we're right.
Clip that. Put that on TikTok, bro. Yeah, clip
That's not
that.
too bad.
Editor, producer, clip that.
Or clip that, clip that.
Weird up. Someone clip in the chat. But to add to what Todd said, I mean, this the thing though, Todd. They should add a program, but I mean, it's hard. You can't tell if you have CT unless you're dead. There's no
Yeah, they can't
you
scan for it
can't
unless
you
you're
can't
dead.
you can't tell. They can't check your brain unless you're dead. By that's the only way you can know if you have CT. There's no sign of. I mean, you could get sign of it. There's definitely signs of it, but I say
Those like
let's be
behavior.
honest. Let's keep it 1,000. You're playing football at that level. The amount of games or the amount that since you're a little kid, all that you went through, all the hits with the helmets, you're gonna have CT. Let's keep it 1,000. You're gonna have us.
Mhm.
You people could get high amount of CT or like, but you're gonna have a little bit of it. You say everybody has a little bit of it. They go to passion through after the season when once they retire because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to
Mhm.
do with their life. They're saying their whole life they dedicated to themselves to train their body to be an athlete. You know what I'm saying, to play the love and to play and love the game. You know what I'm saying, the game they love. So it's tough for them. So I think you should cut it to way less more games because it's gonna be tough because this is a serious topic. Like CT is a problem.
Right.
You just had this little guy who just died, and they saying that he was going through depression and all that, and he died, and he died of second stage of CTE. Like it was bad. Like he was going through depression. Um, he just died out of nowhere. His body just like his brain just gave out on him. That's how bad
Right.
it was. He just died. They didn't know how he died, and they found out it was just because of CTE. Because he didn't commit suicide or none of that. If
Mhm.
if I'm correct, from what I seen, I just seen like he just died. He had CTE. Maybe I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I seen. But I mean, it's a serious topic. There's a bunch of guys. It's not even him, but there's a bunch of guys that just go through it. They should still pay these guys, or like at least have them a program, like you said. Just have a program for all these guys
Exactly.
to retire. And
And if
maybe if you got something going on, and then the player doesn't want to take it, that's fine. If you
mm,
can't take it, but you always could come back. You know what I'm saying, you could always come back later on. You know what I'm saying, because you always played. You're part of the NFL. You know what I'm saying, they play for the organizations. Like they retire for them. They play a couple
mhm.
years. You know what I'm saying, it matters. But they're part of the organization, so they should treat them way better. I think for shit like that, just because there's no, it's like so hard to like. They've been how many years has the NFL been playing? Like I don't know, like 30, 20 years, and they keep switching each helmet, but it's just gonna be impossible because you got to play with helmets.
Mhm.
You got to play
Yeah,
with
no,
helmets.
I honestly, I think one thing that they should do going forward for players come in, like you said, you can't really predict who has it, or you can't really tell who has it. So then why not starting in when players sign to different teams, or when players are coming in through the draft, make that a clause in their contract. A portion of your earnings in the contract is going to go to funding for the CTE program for players
Mm,
after retirement, so that the league doesn't lose money too. Because you have
yep.
to look at it from both aspects. So
Yeah, for
because if the
sure.
league just so if the league just spends money on CTE program for the players after retirement, don't give them a choice, because that's just like you said, everybody's gonna have CTE. So if a player doesn't want to go into the pool, then they're just basically saying like, I don't want to be helped. So make that a clause. If you don't want to be your health comes first. So if you don't want to come into the NFL and sign off that, yes, in 15 years when I retire, I'm going to enter this program, and I understand that every part of my contract, for every dollar I make, there's at least, a cent, 2 cents going into that program. So if a player's making 40 million, then have at least 500,000 from that 40 million go into the CTE program, so that if you take every single player's contract and you add all that up, that's huge funding for that program, you know. So I just think for future generations that should be something that they consider, because it's beyond the game,
Yeah,
something
for
like that.
sure. I like yeah, for sure. I think it's just like do the program for sure. Like have a program. like you said, that's probably smart. You know, saying just have them invest in their money. Technically, maybe if it's not for the program, but maybe for them to retire, they have like a retirement type of money saved for them, and then they
Exactly.
can have it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean that shit's serious for sure. I think they should just cut it to shorter games too, like, cause just that.
I don't
Or
think they can though.
I
They
know it's
play
tough.
once a
I know
week
it's
and they
tough.
play 16 and they get a
It's tough.
bye.
It's tough because it's just such a big sport.
Yeah,
You
because
have
that's not a lot of games either. Like if you really think about it.
but maybe you could do. I think you could do a tournament. You could do a tournament method where, but instead of like a term, you divide by 10-10, and you play 20 each. You play like, let's say, how many games they play in the season? 12 plus.
They play 17.
They play
Yeah,
17
they upped
season.
it one.
Yeah.
Well, you make it a 10, right? You make it 10 season, whatever. The top 6 or 8, whatever toppers make it, whatever make it from each side, and then they play the playoffs.
Mhm.
And maybe
10 games isn't enough though,
you
but
could do
that's
it.
nothing.
You could do it best out of 3 of those games, but maybe that's a lot of games. But it's way less than than the than the season, right? Wouldn't it be?
I don't
I'm
know.
I'm not a fan of them adding the 17th game. I think 16 was even 16 is pushing it, but
They go through a lot of
adding
injuries too.
Yeah.
yeah, me personally, I think 14 is a good number to have the games, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of them adding more. If you're gonna do that many games, then stretch the season. Have the season go all the way until like March.
Yeah.
Mm.
They ended in like the first week of February, but have the
So add
season.
like 2 bye weeks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, what's the hurt in having the season go into March? I feel like NFL's off season is too long. I think because it's February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and then that's 7 months.
And that's
You feel me?
preseason games in August.
Exactly. Like that's like
Alden
for the
gets and when they do like when NFL is going on, like they take over the airwaves. Like it is hands down the most popular sport in the US.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like they probably have the most packed arenas. They have the
They're the
best
best
fans.
marketing. I think out of all the sports, they're probably the best marketing. Just what they get
I
from
think it's
people.
NBA. I think it's NBA. I just feel like I feel like they just do a great job at like the players are known. Like they talk about it nonstop, and everybody watches the NBA.
Nah, that
And
is
I feel
true.
like
NBA.
anybody sits there and watches it. I feel like I feel like basketball is just a way different sport to digest than football is.
Yeah, I feel like football's more watched because it's more violent and it's more team controlled. You know what I mean? Like again, it comes down to the fact
And
that
it's
it's
just
a
like a tradition at this point. Like you on
exactly.
Sundays you watch football. Like they have their
Mhm.
own day of the week. And I searched it
Right.
up while Nico was talking. He said like what 20, 30 years. The first season was 1920. So they broke 100 years already.
Yeah.
They had the NFL 100 a couple years ago. I remember they had that campaign. But
Hmm.
yeah, if I was changing something, you guys went more serious than I am. I was just gonna say you can't tie. I don't like in the regular season that they have teams that could tie after their first overtime. I feel like
Oh yeah.
you keep going until there's no
That's a
tie.
good one. That's a good one.
And I
Or
feel like
or
the
like
NFL is hard. Like obviously, like the what you were saying, Tahad, like that's like a serious issue. Like they have to take that. But like everything else, it's really like they marketed themselves well. The Super Bowl is like the biggest thing in America. Like they have stars, like they have like controversial players as well, like Antonio Brown and shit. Like nothing, you can't really complain about it,
Mhm.
about how they carried the league.
Yeah.
But what
Right.
you were saying, like the off season is the longest hell.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
imagine we were doing an NFL podcast, we would have been fucked, bro.
Yeah.
absolutely, bro.
The
Like
content, and it's not even that. It's like not shit. Not even that many news coming out. You know what I'm trying to
exactly.
say.
Like
Yeah.
bro, a 7 month off season is insane. I think I think that having a 6 month off season is perfect because you have a lot of time in the season to recover from game to game. You get two weeks to recover. Um, and it again also stretching it out more. gives the NFL more revenue coming in because you're stretching it out, obviously. And like with the NBA has 3.5 months of off season. They have July,
Barely two.
August,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
July,
24 hours,
August,
20.
September, and then like half of October. You know, and if we're not counting the preseason, then they only really have like 2 months. You know, so and they play 82 games, but and obviously people are going to argue like, yeah, the NFL is a more violent sport, so injuries are more common. But I feel like 6 months is still a lot of time. If you go from 7 to 6, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not that bad, but I mean, it is a violent sport. Like injuries happen. Like you could, like anything could happen in one game, and you could miss the rest of the season. We've seen plenty of stuff,
Exactly. That's just a
and that's
part
why
of the
you
game.
see so many. But that's why you see so many. That's why you never see like a back to back. It's rare to see a back to back team to win in the NFL. It's so
Mhm.
rare.
Right.
Yeah. I
Like
feel like
you
that's
gotta see
every
like
sport
Tom
now.
Brady type shit. You feel me? And that's the
Right.
goat. We're seeing the goat right now. We're seeing one of the best QBs. So
Facts.
it's wild. You're saying it's just a tough sport. But marketing wise, they're really good though. Like, it's tough, like you said. It's tough.
Yeah,
They're
we have
doing,
the Pepsi sponsorship. You straight.
yeah. That brings the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl gets more views than fucking any season football game. A halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the only thing television
They make
period
all their
wise
money
that
off the
can compete
commercials that year. You know how
exactly,
much,
bro. The only
you
thing
know how
that can
much they
compete with the
charge?
NFL is the World Cup.
And probably like the Grammys.
Hey, chill. Don't compare it to the World Cup. They didn't know when.
Yeah, the World Cup is bigger than the Super Bowl.
It's
Stupid though.
140 times. They get
That's
140.
no.
Cold by
That's what I'm
Rust.
saying. The only thing that can compete is the World Cup.
You don't think the Grammys could compete?
Nah, nah,
No, Grammys were
nah.
Grammys were booty this year. They didn't even have that many views. They had the lowest
The
views in
Emmys,
when Will Smith
Yeah,
smacked.
bro. The Oscars had
What was the
better.
Oscars?
Oscars. That's
Yeah,
what
the
I was thinking
Oscars was.
about.
The
Oh, the
Oscars had the
Oscars?
lowest
The
views.
BET Awards.
No. The
Oscars gets
BET
more
Awards
than
is
the
something different.
TNT.
The Oscars BET Awards is for artists, I think. The
Yeah, I know.
Oscars
That's
is
what I
for
was thinking
actors.
about. Like something big like that.
Yeah, nah, bro. Award shows they don't mean anything anymore. Because
Not really.
they're
No,
known
unless
to
it's
be
a
rigged
Grammy.
now.
And the Grammys matter. That's like this, we're talking about individual. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? But this, if
And they
you're
No,
an
matter for
yeah.
artists, but
artist,
he's
you want
talking
to
about
win.
like worldwide. Like everybody's not tuning into that shit.
Exactly, yeah. And
Yeah,
even artists, they don't care about that stuff really
yeah,
that
you're
much
right. Some
anymore.
some don't. You're right.
Yeah, like the people after the recent years of awards, seeing people like Cardi B win awards over Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake and stuff like that.
When
Like
Cardi B
it's
won Best Rap Album, she deserved it though. That shit was fire. Invasion
Miguel.
of
Are you
Privacy. Invasion of
th-
Privacy was tough as hell, bro. She tweaked on that shit.
you telling me that it was Invasion of Privacy was better than the Black Panther album by Kendrick?
Yeah, that
Yo,
was a
I cannot.
soundtrack.
No, but it was a Kendrick album though.
No, and
Like
that wasn't a Kendrick album, but the last Kendrick album was damn. I'm not counting Black Panther as a Kendrick album. You
that
had
was
mad different artists on that shit. Just because Kendrick
yes.
was on it does not mean it's a Kendrick album, bro.
No, but it count if you go on their discographies, it was a
Yeah,
Kendrick
because
and
Kendrick
SZA
was like the
album.
lead producer on it.
Exactly. It
But
was a
it,
Hell
but it
no,
collab
but you're
wasn't for
project.
not
him.
counting that as a
That
Black.
He's
that
gotta
was
get a winner
I
for
so so
producing it.
so so What a Time to Be Alive by Drake and Future. That wasn't a Drake slash Future project.
That is a Drake slash Future project.
Right, so the Black Panther album is a Kendrick Lamar slash SZA project.
It's crazy how many songs Kendrick Lamar has on this.
How many?
Nah, he's on a lot of them. So it's 14 songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 5 is a lot. But like out of 14 though, like that's not. I do not count that as a Kendrick album. Sorry.
No, it's not it's understandable if you don't, but it's also understandable if you do.
This shit
Like
was fire
it's one of
though. Like I'm looking at it right now. What happened to SOBX RBE?
bro,
Yo,
I'm
Pray for Me was my shit, dog.
but
I just sit
either
there messed
way,
up.
Cardi B's album was not the best album that year, bro. Astroworld dropped that year,
No, it didn't. Invasion of Privacy came out like
2018, the same year as Astroworld.
Astroworld came out in 2018.
Yes, bro. And did Uzi drop that year? Nah, the Carter 5 dropped that year, bro.
That shit was
on.
mid, bro. I like Lil
Nah, the
Wayne.
Carter 5 was valid.
The Carter
Carter
5 was
5 was
pretty
valid.
mid, bro.
The one after the Carter 5 was mid.
The Funeral?
Yeah, that was mid.
I like
Carter
Lil
5
Wayne
was
now.
fire though.
Think so?
But yeah, bro. 2018 was a great year for albums. Like,
Yo, it's crazy. I was just listening to shit from 2018. I was listening this morning. I was listening to Roddy Ricch music.
yeah, bro. Like, you had artists still coming. Did
Every
Doug drop
season.
that year?
Who?
Doug?
I don't know.
Who?
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. Is that the year with what was the name of that album that he had? Beautiful Thugger. No, that's 2017. Beautiful Thugger Girls, bro. That shit was hard as fuck.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, 2018
That's 2017
was a crazy year, bro.
This
The
year hasn't
Migos
been
was
that
hot.
good for music.
Yeah, this year's been trash.
cap.
Bro. Like, no cap, bro. We gotta have an episode where we just talk about straight music.
Yeah, we're gonna sprinkle in different segments
Where
throughout the. Because I wanted to do like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we do our top 10 albums like last 10 years, like rap
that
albums.
would be crazy.
That shit would be
The
fire.
last 10 years? Damn.
I'm down for that. I am so down for that.
That shit would be hard.
Absolutely.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have
Music
different
podcast
ones,
coming up.
for sure.
But let's
Hurry up,
do.
bro.
We got one more. No, two more.
All right, what's up?
MLS. I think one thing they got to do is pay the big bucks to get the big players over here.
I might have to agree with that one.
My
'cause I can't think
God,
of
I
anything
told
else.
this boy a billion times already.
What? What'd you say?
And they have to
No,
market
no.
their stars better.
Keep going. Let the people know.
Nico keeps saying that nobody's gonna come play over here because they can't play.
No,
for
I didn't
Champions
say
League.
that. I didn't say that.
He's saying it's a retirement league.
It's a retirement league. We're talking about guys that are finishing 38. They're saying are done up. You know what I'm saying? They aren't getting great offers, but they're getting paid the big bucks over here in the U.S. because it's U.S. money. It's American money. It's the most. It's the most currency. It's the most valuable currency right now. If I'm not
Oh, so
mistaken.
you're saying that the
So a lot of guys are coming
MLS
out
is
here.
filled by old guys.
Yeah, we had a bunch of guys. Kaká, Ronaldinho, freaking
David Beckham, Wayne
David
Rooney.
Beckham, Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic not even retired yet, but you have a guy coming out here just, you know what I'm saying? Neymar already agreed, shook literally hands on live TV. David Beckham one-on-one interview that he's going to sign with MLS. He already signed and
Wait,
agreed.
Neymar's coming to MLS?
Yeah, she's going to come
They
to
all are. Him, Neymar.
Messi
Messi,
supposedly
Ronaldo's they're gonna end up coming over here.
Messi signed a contract that's nobody believes, but it came out reported that he signed a contract in 2024 that he's going to the MLS to go play with David Beckham too. So it's looking like
Yeah, but
him
David
and
Beckham's
Neymar
team.
might fuck around and go back to the MLS.
I didn't even know he was still playing.
No, he's playing. Not David Beckham's team. He owns Inter
Oh.
Miami.
Yeah, he owns Inter Miami.
But he's to play for his team, like he's gonna. I think they can do a better job because it's not a bad. Like they don't suck. They have good players in the MLS. I just don't think they're marketed enough.
Right.
They're not on a big enough stage because it really is only the like playoff MLS. Like in Europe, they don't. The playoffs is Champions League. Like whoever finishes first, you're the champion for the league. Over here, they do a full playoffs. You either you're in, you're out, like straight like all that.
Oh, so they don't have a tournament.
They do have a tournament. In Europe, they don't. Here they do.
They do too, but this is how they do it in soccer. They do it all by section. So it would be South America. The South American got their own tournament. Then, but we're talking about
the Champions League.
But if we're talking about Champions League, then you got the Asian. You say European got their own Champions League, right? Then you go to North America. They got their own. They got their own Champions League, which will be combined with the CONCACAF. Because then Europe is all Europe. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Asia. This has all the Asian Champions League. You know what I'm saying? They have their own. It's all by.
Yeah, but I'm talking about because it's all different leagues. But like Premier League in England, they don't have like a finals. Like it's whoever finishes first place is the champion for the league that year.
Oh,
and 1 through 4. Let's say 1 through 4 make it to the Champions League. 5 5 makes it
Pretty
to
anticlimactic.
Europe League.
Yeah. It's tough when it comes down to the last day and like two teams are tied with the same amount of points. Like that should be hard.
That should be the best. That should be the best. Which I mean, just recently happened. I mean, happens mm, mm, most of the times. It's like a freaky
Yeah, like and
thing that
if you're
happens.
top, you have to finish top 4 to make it to the Champions League, which is like the winners tournament.
Yeah.
But then they
Mhm.
have different like tournaments like that.
Yeah, and you always have these last days that matters because then regulation matters a day you got to win to stay in the Premier League or to win the champion. I mean, just to win the title, anything like that. But I mean,
See, I think they
for
should have
sure,
to,
MLS need more marketing because
yeah,
I'll
they have
say
to market their players.
it's a retirement league, so you're getting all these guys coming out here, these stars. Why not market? You know what I'm saying? These were guys are
Word.
coming out here to just retire. We had it's facts, but we had all
It
these
is a retirement league. Like
all these guys, they come out here.
Chiellini just
You get
came.
paid most reason why is because it's the most currency. And they're getting paid money. You have the young guys coming, even Insigne, 30 years old, retired in the MLS.
But he is not old though. Like he's like 29.
But that's what I'm saying. He's 30 years old, signed. But but 13 American mil is 13 mils is mad bread compared to pounds.
I don't know, but
I
he's.
guess.
But like
You're,
that's like
you're,
somebody. But like
Europe
MLS, I
look
think they
at
just gotta.
USA how we look at Europe. You know what I'm trying to say? They see like
Yeah.
USA is
Yeah.
it's like the
I can
best.
agree with that.
It's like everybody come and think like USA is like it's like Hollywood. It's like it's the best thing you're gonna see out here. They're gonna love it out here. But how we see Europe is like all like supernatural, like all spontaneous as fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? That's how we see it. But that's how they'll see it, and they're gonna get paid a lot of money.
I think they just got MLS just got a surge of talent. Like a lot of players, I think a, a good amount just came from Europe. I'm about to start playing over there, like Insigne, Bale, and Chiellini. Like those three, like those are like successful players that were just playing in Europe,
Yeah,
and they were playing in like good leagues. They're about to go over there, and it's gonna just help the product itself.
for sure.
I
But
hope it does good, just because that's our local. I like the sport of soccer. That's our local league. I wouldn't mind going to a Red Bulls game and actually watching some good
Didn't you go
shit.
recently?
I'm going to one in 2 weeks. Barcelona's coming over here. I'm going with my father.
Word, that's hard.
yeah, it's gonna be a fire ass game.
Yeah, hopefully. But we have one more league, the fastest growing league in America, I think, and that's the UFC.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, baby. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
So,
One thing
the,
I'm gonna say mine because it's easy.
yeah, I was about to say
I think fighter pay has to go up. I
fighter
think the way
pay.
they should have it set up is if you're ranked in the top 15, you're guaranteed to make a certain amount every time you fight. If you're top 5, you make a certain amount. Like there's different brackets in there, because like you could be top 15 and you're not making as much as like you're making the same amount as if you weren't ranked.
Right.
So I think the higher the competition goes, the more you should be getting paid.
Yeah.
That's a fair take. That's a fair take. Nico, what about you?
So I'll say it's time coming out of the left corner. Oh, fuck, I fucked up, but I say the UFC. Look, I say the UFC is the fastest growing sport. Reason why? Because Dana White is he's a great president. He took advantage when the pandemic. He took the right advantage of having the sport keep going on. But it's not even that. We're talking about guys that are putting high level fighting skills, like mixed martial arts. Like I'm a big fan of UFC. I fell in love with the sport. You know what I'm saying? I love watching it. We watch it we watch like that shit 2-3 times a fucking month. You know what I'm saying? We watch it when we go.
Every Saturday
We watch that shit all the time. You know what I'm
with a
saying?
bottle of
Every pay-per-view,
Casamigos and like 10
Casamigos,
blunts.
we drink, we had fun time, we watch that shit. And you know what I'm saying? People love it. I mean, I was at Chateau working and I was talking to this guy. He said, yo, me and my son, he was like, I'm picking up food. We're about to watch I don't know what card it was. He's like, yeah, we be drinking, smoking. I'll be smoking with my older kids now. He said, and they just have a great time watching it. I mean, it's a big sport now. It's like, it's fighting. The combat they're playing high level. The only thing that I would say Dana White gotta pay them more, man. I mean, he's getting paid big bucks. He got the bread. I don't know what's going on. It's hard, like the commission. He says it's hard for him too to get them bread, but he could make it work. I think there's something way you could get them more money on sponsorship. Again, trying to get them sponsorship. Like he just got a crypto. He just signed a big ass crypto, the crypto.com sponsorship with them, and none of the players are getting any part of that. You know what I'm saying? They're not even making no percentage. Like Monster,
Hmm.
they make a certain percentage, and you know what I'm saying. I think you should get paid. Like Miguel said, like division, like maybe how each, obviously with your at your talent what matters. You know what I'm saying? You should respectfully what you're doing on the octagon. That's how much you should get paid. If you're losing, then you're losing. I'm saying you're not gonna get paid the big bucks. But if you're making like you know what I'm saying, if you're fighting, competing, and getting pay per view points, which that's a good thing. They do give you pay per view points.
Only if you're a champ, though.
Yeah, but that is just true. That's champ. I think it should be for everybody. Like if you're putting views like a certain amount, you should get points for certain. I don't know, 100,000. I don't know something like you should get points for certain amount of
Right. At least
things
something,
you
you know.
sell or views you do on each fight night. Or like if you're on the card, you know what I'm saying? If your name's on the
Hmm.
card and you're saying you had a good fight, great performance, then I think you should get points for it because the money it's really bad. These guys are coming out here putting their life out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying going out there. Yeah, CT is a problem. This is boxing too. Boxing goes through it. I mean, mixed martial arts. Thank God it's not a big thing like boxing because boxing is just straight head. It's like your target is
Yeah.
your head. There's nothing. There's no leg kicks. There's no body shots. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Like at least you could wrestle like mixed martial arts. Thank God a lot of people don't go through it, but there's probably certain cases. You know what I'm saying there's numbers all around. You know what I'm saying those type of dangerous sports that are gonna go through that, but. Thank God they don't go through it, but they should get paid big bucks. I mean, there's guys that still are fighting in the UFC that are still having to work at a job, being teachers, you're saying out there working a fucking job, doing delivery, like all these stuff. You're saying
Hmm.
like that's like you're saying you're out there putting your life and you're still not getting paid the big bucks. You should still get paid a certain amount or take care of your at least your fighters.
Word. For me, mine isn't really like mine is kind of on the less serious side for this one. I think they should experiment more with fights. So like maybe have fights with multiple fighters in the octagon or have 2v2s. You know what I mean? Like I feel like stuff like that would be really fun. Like it
You
would it
know,
would be chaotic.
not
They used to do that
not
shit.
to interrupt you, but
I know.
yeah, Miguel said it. They used to do it. They used to have like guys like 7 foot fighting like the shortest guy or the
Yeah,
fattest guy,
bro.
like weighing
I
seven
seen
hundred,
I
six
seen one
hundred pounds,
fight.
Sumo
500
wrestlers
pounds.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
sumo
yeah, yeah.
wrestlers fighting like crazy shit.
Yeah, I think they should bring that back. I think that'd be a really fun aspect to put in like the mid card, you know?
Yeah, I
Something
think
to get the crowd riled up right before the main event.
that'd be that to be tough. Maybe like an entertainment part, like just like add it to a card. Maybe that would be fire. They used to do it. That's not a bad concept.
Exactly.
That's really
Or
not bad.
or if they add like a team division where it's like two fighters.
2v2.
Yeah, bro. Like and they have
Like
like
dude, yo, they had that shit.
yo.
There's different mixed martial arts or boxing type of leagues like out there, but they have those type of leagues like with three or they have like they have this new one that just came out. It's like a trampoline type of version, but it's
Mm.
like taekwondo. Like it's some crazy
Yo,
shit.
imagine doing UFC on a trampoline, bro. That shit would be crazy. I have another one though. I think they should be able to wear their own stuff if they choose. I think that's one like let these
What
guys
like the
show a little more.
But
Yeah, like the
you want to
shorts, like
sponsor them.
what?
I mean, they are making getting some. They're
But they're
getting
not able
yeah,
to. They're
sponsor.
only. But before back in the day, they used to be able to put their sponsors on their shirt, on their shorts. Now they can't. They stopped being allowed to do that. They could probably make way more
Yeah,
money
because they
doing stuff
signed
like
with
that.
Venom. You signed. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Your UFC
I
signed
think
with
wearing
Venom.
her and allowing guys to like I don't know, just show a little more like character and shit. But
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're UFC's doing a great job right now, especially
Yeah, they're
like
moving
they're
up.
at the point where it's like the difference between them and boxing is main event heavy. People are tuning into the UFC. They're not tuning in for the main event, or they're not tuning in.
Yeah,
Like the UFC
yeah.
is bigger than its fighters.
Yes.
I think that's
Yes. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I think that's where it's at. Like at one point, Mayweather was like bigger than boxing itself.
Yeah.
So it was like people were just watching just to watch Mayweather, and there was enough stars around like after that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
But
but like,
that's all the leagues though. We have to get started on this top ten shooting
yeah,
versus we've been
Yeah,
going for a
word.
while.
yeah, let's get started.
Do you guys wanna do like two at a time? It's up to you guys.
I think after we get through the bottom, it's gonna go fast. I think we have it should be like a similar guys that are in the top 8 or top 10.
Okay.
So I think we should
All
go.
right.
We could go one at a time. I think the first two is like where it's going to be like a conversation.
All right,
Then we're
bro.
gonna
Are we
start
going
flying
10 to
through.
1?
Yeah, from bottom to top. I'll go
All right,
first. At 10, I have Klay Thompson. Full
Mm,
of season of work. He's gonna get right. I think he's gonna have a big season.
Damn. You think he made your list? Then Ty, what about you?
He didn't make my list. For it is another Warrior though. I think I put Jordan Poole. I think
What?
Jordan
It's
Poole.
like that.
Fuck out
Bro.
of here.
What? You're crazy, bro. When Klay Thompson was out and Steph Curry was missing a couple games in like the middle of the season, Jordan Poole had this one stretch for like a month where he averaged like 23, 8, and 6 type shit. Like, bro, I'm telling you, he's getting better and better as
He
the
averaged
days are
25
going
points for
by.
like straight 25 games. Like, it was wild. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Hey,
Crazy, like,
actually, he's good.
bro.
He's a good player.
I don't know.
I think so.
Scoring,
Me and Miguel
but-
have two different ways of looking at it. I think Miguel's looking at it as Klay Thompson's going to take his spot back, whereas I look at it as Klay Thompson's going to settle into his new spot rather than try and take his spot back from Jordan Poole.
He's starting. He's boy, stop playing that boy. But
Now he is starting. But I think Jordan Poole's going to get more minutes than him.
he's starting, boy. But you know what I'm saying? At 10, I went with Zach LaVine.
Damn, that's low, bro.
I went with Zach LaVine. I was disappointed with him going to the Bulls. Reason why, I mean, the Bulls didn't make no offseason move. We're talking about teams just improved way better. We're talking about all these guards.
They did make a moves.
Look, but he signed for the money. I respect
That's
it.
crazy low.
He had no meeting. I'm a big Zach LaVine fan. Y'all know it. But
Yeah, I'm not
looking
saying
at
you're
it- I'm
not,
looking-
bro.
I'm looking at
I
it-
thought I had him low.
I'm looking at it based off of next season. Look at all these teams just improving. We're talking about all these guards that are on top of him. I believe are gonna be in better situations than him, better teams where they could be more valuable for the team. That's how I see it.
Mhm.
Hold on,
Zach
Nico.
LaVine's
Let
the
me ask you a
toughest
question.
predicting me now.
Are you off the Bulls? That's what it sounds like. Because you were very pro Bulls
Yeah,
last season.
But there's not the same teams, and like, come on, it's not the same team.
Alright, but they're the same
I don't know.
team. Are
They,
you
they
low
kind
on
of
them now?
improved their bench a little bit, though.
I'm talking about these other guys that are over them. I don't know, bruh. I really don't.
The East got stacked.
Like, but we're talking about shooting guards. Like all these guys, all these guys are in better situations. They're going to be in better teams. I'm talking about for next season. LaVine, we're talking about the East is tough. He's got tougher, and I think teams got way better, and they didn't improve that much in my eyes. I don't think they improved. They're going to be healthier. We're going to see. They were playing good as fuck though with Lonzo. They're going to have the same squad. They are, but it's going to be tougher because it's not the same type of talent now. We're talking about teams teaming up. Kawhi's coming back. Like all these guys are coming back. Jamal Murray,
That's in the West, though.
Yeah,
but that's in the West. But they still gotta play them. Those are games that are gonna matter. Those are
Yeah.
two games that are gonna matter in each. Those are games that matter. You're saying you want to win those games. It's not even that. The East got stacked too. There's a bunch of. They're saying there's just stacked. The Phillies Philly just went up. The Heat has big targets. Brooklyn is ass.
you have to say that, bro. I don't think Brooklyn's a walkover.
Raptors are good as fuck. I think the Raptors are gonna be good as fuck. They're with Scotty Barnes. They're still young as fuck. The Pistons they got way better. They're looking like a good team. I don't know about playoffs, but could definitely compete for it. Like there's a lot of good.
I'm throwing it out there. Pistons making the playoffs this year. I'm not running that take back. I'm not running it back.
You better not. But they could though. They could get the play in. It's tough. They have a good squad. They have a good squad.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
It's possible. I wouldn't say it's impossible.
They need Saban Lee to turn into Klay Thompson.
I wouldn't say it's impossible.
They need Killian Hayes to look like prime.
Yo, low key, I messed up. I said the wrong player for number 10. Jordan Poole's actually number 9 for me.
It's fine.
I put the wrong player.
Then who's number 10?
I meant to say Tyler Hero for number 10. I went back to the list and I just put Tyler Hero at number 10. But yeah, I have him at number 10.
Tyler Hero, he didn't make my list.
Miami.
He didn't make my list.
Nah, bro. I feel like I had to put him on there, bro. He's coming off the bench.
Nah, he had a good ass season last year.
First seed team, and he still gave you 20 a game. Like I feel like that needs to be at least commended a little bit. You know what I mean?
He had the highest usage on the Heat last year. I think he had a good year.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, so that being said,
efficient.
since I had Jordan Poole 9th, who do you guys have at your 9th?
I'll go. Oh, Nico, you go.
No. Go ahead.
I have CJ McCollum at 9.
Ooh.
What? I have
What
him.
do get,
I'm
pa?
I'm
What
high,
do get?
bro. I'm high, man. I'm tweaking. I'm
Oh,
tweaking.
you have
Man.
him higher than 9?
I have him like, yo, you're gonna be surprised. I'll be bold. I'll say right now, I have him top
No,
5.
no. Don't say.
I already
Tyler,
said
you
it.
heard it?
He
Huh?
heard me.
Tyler, you hear what he said?
What Nico said? Yeah, I heard him.
No, I didn't hear
He
it.
said he has him top 5.
Yeah, you heard
Are
me,
you
guys.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna get to
God.
it. Yo,
Yo.
I have my reason why. I have my
Yo.
reason why. I have
He's over
my
there
reason
eating a
why.
meat sandwich,
No
bro.
funny
my
Hella
reason
shit. No
why.
meat
funny
in his
shit.
mouth.
I
What?
completely forgot about CJ McCollum, bro.
He didn't make your list at all.
No,
You're
I
tweaking.
didn't even see his name on the shooting guards list, bro.
Yo,
I
you
guess I
guys gotta
just missed him.
take my strategy.
I
I
did.
have
I used your
I have
strategy today.
Yo, I have on my phone, I look at the standings, right? I look at all the teams, and I just think about the starting shooting guard or the best shooting guard on each team, and I write them all down. And then I just go, I have all the names written down, and I go, who's the best player on here? Boom, and I just go by that. Who's the best? I cross out the name. Who's the best player
Yeah, I do
left?
that
Cross
every
out the name.
time.
That's how I do
Yeah,
all
I
my
can't.
lists like that.
Yeah,
I
no,
took
never
kind of
mind.
your
Tyler
idea.
Hero is not top 10, bro. Never mind.
Yeah,
kind of your
that's why I was
idea.
like, I don't know if he could make it
Yeah.
because he had a good year, but like there's a couple guys that were good that didn't make my shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
an honorable mention though, for sure. 6 man.
Yeah,
of
for
the year.
sure.
Yeah, facts,
He would
facts.
have been
Him,
11
He's
for
cool.
me.
him and
That's
RJ
what I'm saying.
Barrett.
Yo, it's deep, bro. I think it's kind of deep. We're talking about like it's deep. I thought I was way deeper. We're talking about like
Point
5.
guard is crazy. Point
Like,
guard
this
is
Yeah.
crazy.
But like I don't know. This is
So
this-
who'd
this
you go
is gonna be
9,
different.
Nico?
I think this is gonna surprise ya, but his decision, everything, him taking the money, big money. I was surprised he took the money. He didn't care about winning. That shows his mentality. If the team
No
didn't get
way.
better, the team
No
didn't
way,
get.
bro.
I don't think the Wizards are gonna be good. And I'm putting
Yo,
Bradley Beal.
that's
Johnny
mad
Davis?
low.
I'm putting Bradley Beal at 9. He hasn't shown. You're right, Miguel. That motherfucker don't play no
Mad
defense.
low.
He just scores. He has an impact way more than he has an impact more than scoring, and it's gonna be tough. Kuzma might get traded. We don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen. They were trying to trade him, but they shouldn't. I don't know.
Shit. Doug
Porzingis
Robinson for
and
Kyle
him,
Kuzma?
it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Like I don't know. Does it make sense? I don't know. Who's gonna be their guard? Who's gonna be?
That is low, but I don't
Who's
have
gonna
him
go
that high.
KCP?
I have him low too. I'm not a Bill guy whatsoever. As a number 1. As a number 2/3, I'm all for it, but not at
Facts.
$48 million a year. Like that's
Yeah.
like nuts. I'm gonna go with my 8 though. I had TJ at 9. At 8 is where I had Levine.
Okay.
I'm just not. A lot of people I've listened to, like they just in love with Zach LaVine. I'm just not. I don't know. I see it. I think he's a great scorer. I think he can shoot the ball. He can score with the best of them. But it's like the other aspects of the game is just not at a very high level.
Yeah, I fuck with him too.
That's
Like
fair.
I like him a lot. It's just
He's definitely one of the funnest players to watch
we're
in the
talking
NBA.
about
Though.
we're
He's
talking
so
about the guys.
explosive.
I seen a difference. Just like there's so many good teams, and the guys are. I see they're gonna be in better situations for next year, and I think they're gonna play better than. Just they might have a better impact season than next year. You know what I'm saying? They might impact more because all these moves are making in the offseason.
Nah, that's facts.
I'll go 8.
Number 8. So at number 8, I had Anthony Edwards.
Damn.
Yeah, I think.
You have him
Adam
top 5.
I had him top 3.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he
Nah,
did.
you playing
I had him top 3.
really? No, I think
overseas,
I think he's still in the process of like climbing. I don't think next season is going to be the season where he goes nuclear. I think that's going to be the season after, because this is going to be his first season. This is going to be his first season playing with the actual deep team, with a lot of top heavy players. So I think this is going to be like an adjustment year. But I think the next season is going to be the one where he, like, kind of takes that big step into superstardom, I guess. So that's why I have him where I have him.
Okay. So
This is annoying, bro. Okay.
because I said Anthony Edwards, he's gonna impact crazy next season. Their team's gonna be all him. I was looking. I don't know. Ooh, I have him lose top 5 probably. I'm top 5, but
Probably.
when I get to him, I'll get to him. But at 8,
Okay.
I want my boy Clay Thompson. Fuck all
Damn,
these
that's
guys.
high.
My
That's
boy's
high.
having a comeback
Oh
season.
yeah, wait, hold on, bro.
Reason why comeback
You have
season?
Clay above Beal and Levine,
Yes, they're gonna
Yeah,
win it.
that's
They're gonna
insane.
win it again, bro. They're gonna win
but
it
just
again.
but just
I
because
don't
they're
think.
winning, is he a better player than those two guys, bro?
Yeah,
Listen,
bro.
listen, listen,
Better
listen.
question? Was he? Was
Can I
he
finish
ever? As soon
talking?
as those players. All right, go ahead.
Never. He's the prime Zach Levine or prime Clay Thompson.
I'm taking
Prime Zach Levine, bro.
Prime Clay.
Nah.
Yes, I am because reason
You're
why
in
he
the
could
majority. I mean, the
impact so
minority on
much.
that
He
one.
could impact so much. He could
I
shoot.
get the impact, but you
Yeah.
talk about
Yo,
a
look at him.
player.
Not even, look at him not even being a fully. He came back. He wasn't even 100%. Like he wasn't himself. You know what I'm saying? He
He
didn't
didn't
have a
have
whole
to beat him.
training season, a whole to work out. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have none of that. He came back halfway through the season, came playing 20 minutes on minute restriction, goes into the playoffs, playing 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He was so playing out there, impacting on defense, which he does. You know what
I
I'm saying? And
know,
he went to
bro,
the
but
finals and he had big shots when he had to. He had shots when he had to. He had big move. He had
he
big
didn't have
defensive
great
moments
shooting
against the
days, bro.
Celtics. Like, come on, this guy. I think he's gonna have a whole healthy season, off season. They're looking good. These young guys, Kaminga, Moses Moody, are playing so good. They're just improving.
Nah, bro,
Uh,
you
Wiseman,
tweaking,
they're gonna
dog.
win. They have a. They're gonna go to the finals again, depending
No,
on
they're
who they have to play
not.
in the finals in the East, which I'm gonna go again with Philadelphia 76ers. But you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Look at his
Nah,
face.
they
Look at his face.
the Warriors are not going to the final.
But the way
Everything next season, I have
Steph
them
is
third
playing,
in my power rankings in the West.
Steph is still his MVP. He's still in his prime. Like it's ridiculous. He just
Behind
aging.
who? Behind who?
Yeah, I was about to say nobody's gonna ask me who I have him behind.
Yeah, behind who?
I got them behind the Clippers are my favorites to win the
That's a
championship next
uh,
given.
season.
The
And I think
Grizzlies.
the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, alright.
No, actually the Clippers
Nah,
are the only one.
nah,
But
bro.
other than that, the Phoenix
I,
Suns are
I
gonna be pretty.
I got if the Nuggets play the Warriors right now, fully healthy, like MPJ and this guy's both playing, I got the Nuggets beating them.
Really.
That's just me. That's just me. though.
Even if the Warriors have James Wiseman and all
James Wiseman does not move the needle. He had a
You don't
good
think
3
so?
minutes in summer league, scored 11 points, and motherfuckers thought he was the reincarnation of Moses Malone.
Listen, bro, he was still the number 3 overall pick, number 2 overall pick for a reason.
And was that a good pick or was that a bad pick?
I still think it was a good pick.
Hell no, you think it was a good pick. You think he was a number
Bro.
2 overall pick, and you're telling me you'd rather take him or LaMelo?
No, I'm not saying that.
Hold on. Him or LaMelo?
Obviously, LaMelo is better than
Him
him.
or Tyrese
But
Halliburton?
I'm still taking James Wiseman if I'm
You're
the Warriors.
tweaking. You're
Bro,
tweaking.
The Warriors
Tyrese
have
Maxey.
Jordan Poole, Moses Moody.
But-
They got
You're
hella
telling me they don't-
guards.
He wouldn't be a backup point guard?
Who?
Tyrese Halliburton could have started for them last year.
Yeah.
No, I feel you, but like I
But
think
if you're doing a redraft, is he still going top 3?
James Wiseman.
No.
Yes.
He hasn't played, Taha. How
Like,
can
that's
you?
what I'm
Too
saying,
early.
bro.
It's too early, bro.
These
It's
guys,
But
too
as of
early
right
to
now,
say that. As of right now, I guess not. But
Okay.
it's too early to say that, bro. Oh shit.
Are you taking Tyrese Maxey over him?
Bro, you're naming guards.
All right, these are the guys in his draft class, though.
I
these
know.
are high
Precious
season
Achiuwa.
guys, though. These are
The
guys.
Warriors,
Precious
the
Achiuwa.
center,
These are
the
guys
center
with high ceiling,
position.
though.
I'm taking James Wiseman over Precious Achiuwa.
I don't know, though. Precious
Over who?
bugged last season.
Over who?
He over Precious.
I'm taking Precious over Wiseman.
I'm gonna be honest
Bro.
with you, Miguel. I'm taking Wiseman on that one. I'm taking
Thank
Wiseman.
you.
not.
The Warrior, bro.
Wiseman's
The
not gonna
center,
guard one
the
through
center
five.
position,
They have a
the
great
center
season,
position is the Warriors' worst position, weakest position, and it has been throughout this whole dynasty. So having a young center like James Wiseman that has a high ceiling,
But Tyler,
that's
listen
not
to
a bad
yourself.
investment.
You just heard what you said.
A young
What I
center.
say?
This dynasty, you just named a dynasty that hasn't have a true center, and they don't need one. You just need
They
an
don't.
athletic center.
They don't, but having one would help.
Yeah, but they still win it though. They have 4. Why? Like why?
Exactly. So they won with or without that number 2 overall pick, whether it
No,
went to
I'm agree
Lamelo
with
or
you. I want to
Wiseman or
take
whoever.
Wiseman over Precious, but probably Tyrese like
I would.
Maxi Tyrese Maxi.
Sadiq
I'll probably
Bey.
take him.
All right,
All
so
these
let me ask
guys.
you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What if I ask you, yo, you have the number 2 overall pick. If you're gonna win the championship anyways, would you rather draft a player that you need for your weakest position, or the best player available, but they wouldn't be able to maximize their full potential because of how heavy your team is in that position?
I feel like that's just a bad question. You're talking about pretty much how about this fit or like ceiling? Like that's
Yeah,
pretty much what you're talking about.
yeah.
That's like the
Yeah,
question, right? I'm taking the highest ceiling. That's how I would draft.
You know how I'm
If it's
I
thinking.
me,
I
I
still
take
feel
the
like
highest ceiling.
I still feel like James Wiseman has a high ceiling.
I don't think so.
Obviously it's not as high as Lamelo, but I still think he has a high ceiling.
I don't think his ceiling's as high as. I don't
To
know what
me,
makes him a better player than Precious.
I wouldn't always take high ceiling. I will go based off of how the draft is looking. Like if I need a great fit if I got if I got a number if I'm lottery pick and there's a guy at the position that I need a fit for and he's a lottery type of pick in a lot of people's eyes, then I most likely will probably take him. But
Yeah, but
I'm saying
top 3, you
if
go
there's
for
nobody that I
you
have
go
at
for
my
ceiling.
fit, then I'm gonna take a high ceiling guy. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at that position, if I know there's nobody available at that fit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the high ceiling. It all
Right.
depends on the draft. But I wouldn't always go with high ceiling. I think there's nothing wrong with going for a fit. You know what I'm saying? A guy that's a great player that's gonna make sense and surround around this guy. This does not always have to be an all-star type of pick guy. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think if you have a top 3, a top 5 pick, I think you have to go out. Like you see, and it works. Like you see, the Raptors just did it. Coming out of college, um, fuck, I forgot.
Scotty
Jalen
Barnes?
Suggs. Jalen Suggs was
Uh,
a better prospect than Scotty Barnes. But no, like undoubtedly, everybody agrees. Scotty Barnes had, if he reached it, he had a higher ceiling than what Jalen Suggs could reach, and like that shit plays out. I
I
don't know. If
told
you
you.
have a top 5 pick, I think you roll the
but then
dice and you
again,
take the highest
bro,
ceiling.
Jalen Suggs went to a team that's very guard heavy.
Yeah, but he would have been a perfect fit on the Raptors. Like,
He
as in,
would've.
like they need guards.
Yeah,
But he wouldn't be
I
doing
agree.
what Scotty Barnes doing. Straight facts. Because Scotty Barnes would have been carrying that fucking team right now if he was on that team. I promise you. Him playing the 35 minutes. Imagine what he's doing on that team. Going 18, 7-7
They would
on
have
the
won
Raptors.
18 games.
Imagine him on that team. He's doing way better.
Yeah,
Stop,
18,
stop
7-7 on
disrespecting
18
comparing
wins.
that man to him, bro. I already told you this, so stop disrespecting Scotty Barnes. I told you Jalen Suggs was gonna be a bust, and he was a bust.
How
For him
about
to
this,
be
Nico?
allowed
Could we place a bet on Jalen Suggs next season?
what's the bet? Cause he ain't nowhere near Scotty Barnes level. What's the bet?
If he scores 30 points within the first 10 games of next season, you have to buy a Jalen Suggs jersey.
No.
Ooh,
One
that's a
30-point
good
game.
bet.
That's a horrible
That's a
bet.
good.
What am I gonna get
What?
out of it? What am I gonna get out of it? You gonna buy me a Scotty Barnes jersey now?
Yeah, I'll buy you a Scotty Barnes jersey then if he doesn't get it, the 30 points in the first 10 games. How about this? Up into
No.
15
That's a
games.
good bet,
Up
bro.
into 15 games. Up into 15 games.
Okay, so wait. How you want to do it like that? You sure?
Yeah, first 15 games, Jalen Suggs
Because
doesn't score 30 points.
don't
He
I don't
buys
know.
you a
I'll buy
Scotty Barnes
you
jersey.
you're a Jalen Suggs fan, right? You want
Exactly.
that jersey? Because
Yeah.
it's like pretty much me. I'm winning because I'm getting a jersey. You know what I'm trying to say?
All right, so is it a deal?
So
Yeah.
you want a Jalen Suggs jersey then?
No, you have to buy it for yourself. I want
But
you to have a
why,
Jalen
bruh?
Suggs jersey. Because that's the point of the bet. You gotta buy it for
Yeah.
yourself, bro. That's the
Bruh,
point.
why would I? Bro, I'll give it to you, bro.
No, but that's no, I don't
Nah,
need it.
bro.
I don't
The
want a
point
Magic
is that
jersey.
you're a hater for Jalen Suggs, so
Exactly.
you have to
I
wear the
hate
Jalen
it.
Suggs jersey.
I'm not hating. I'm speaking of facts.
Oh my god,
All right,
bro.
I'm analyst, and I'm
are
speaking what I'm seeing right now, what I see, and that's what I'm seeing.
He didn't have a bad
He's a
season.
buzz.
so are you gonna accept the deal?
He's
Are you
been
gonna accept the deal?
inefficient. He has been inefficient. The only thing he's good at is defending, and I'll give you that. Other than that, he's been inefficient. I don't think he's gonna be nowhere near the level of Scotty Barnes, and this is why I told you to.
But nobody's saying that though. Nobody's saying that.
That's how I told
How
you.
did we
he's
even
gonna
get
fall
here?
off.
Aren't we supposed to
And
be
we
talking
weren't even
about shooting
comparing
guards?
him to Scotty Barnes, but it was him and Davion Mitchell on draft night.
Nah, you guys had him going like you guys were saying he was better than Kaminga who was doing the big boys.
Bro, you had Kaminga going fourth.
Yeah, and I had Scotty Barnes 5. You guys bugging. You
Chill,
guys
we
all
can't
had
talk about
Jalen
that
Suggs
draft.
going 4.
Bro, we got everything
Exactly.
wrong.
Exactly. You know what happened?
No, bro, all three of us got our entire draft boards killed within like the first 4 picks.
Yeah, I had Denny going 4 to. No, wait, was that the same draft?
I was close.
Yeah, it was.
I was the closest though, because I had a Scotty. I had
Denny wasn't from last year's draft.
I had Kuminga
Oh,
4, right? I had Kuminga 4. I had 5 Scotty, and then Jalen Suggs to 6, which is
No, Denny wasn't last year.
Denny was LaMelo. But let's keep this shit
yeah, he
pushing.
was.
All right.
I'm gonna go my 7. We all gave our 8, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
7. I have Bradley Beal.
Wow.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
made your
He
list?
don't play defense, bro.
Wait, you
Everybody
made your
above him
list
plays
now?
defense, except for
You made your
2.
list now? Oh, so you have him lower then?
What happened?
Ty has Beal number 1.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
He's like, if you get a bag like that, bro, you gotta be decent.
No. He's in my top 5 though.
That's respectable.
Yeah. But so yeah, for my number 7 though, I put Zach LaVine at 7 for pretty much similar reasons, but I just didn't want to.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Nico, who you got?
It's tough. So I went with I think I went with Jaylen Brown, bro. I'm going with Jaylen Brown in this one.
Yo, you doing it off the dome right now?
No.
Yeah, right.
He
said this is a tough
No,
one.
because
Like
I was looking at my list and I was switching it now. I was kind of.
Oh, like you're still like moving shit around. I'm about to say because the last pick you said the same type, like the same thing. You were like, yeah, I probably have him 8. I'm like, yo, just the 8th pick right now.
I was switching. No, because I was switching it. I'm looking at the list. I was just switching it.
Yeah.
Because I think, but yeah, I went with Jaylen Brown. I mean, he had a good year. They're gonna be good next year. I think this is gonna be probably his last. I don't know. Depending, it might be his last year, and they might trade him. And they just
damn, let's just go throw that out there like it's nothing.
Nah, but like,
I mean,
obviously, I'm not disrespecting him. Like, obviously, he was better, but like, he feels disrespect out there. He doesn't like the respect. He doesn't feel respect out there. He even said it. He tweeted it after the finals.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. I don't think he retired.
He was better. He had a better performance than Jason Tatum, and he was still getting disrespected. He was not getting respected. He was out there defending. He was probably one of the best players other than Al Horford. You know what I'm saying? And like you know what I'm saying? He was probably the best player. Marcus Smart had a good series too, just defensive. Like you know what I'm saying, he showed out, but JT just had a bad series. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't show out in any games, and he still didn't give us no respect. When they released the top 10 players in the he was number 8. Like how you disrespect him like that? He just gets no respect. So
that's why I'm gonna respect him. You're the one disrespecting him, having him at 7.
So I think.
Word.
So I think you know what I'm saying, I think you know what I'm saying, he's gonna have a good year, and I think he's gonna live after this. But they have a good season because old boy Malcolm Brogdon just went over.
And Gallinari, they feel older. They're gonna be.
Yo, Brogdon didn't even make our. Yo, we fucked up yesterday. He didn't even make our top 10 point guard.
He is not a top 10 point guard in the NBA.
Yes, he is. He's better than Shea.
Nah, bro.
He's better than Shea.
If you guys are basing this
Brogdon plays like 40 games a year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Brogdon barely played this year. And next year he's gonna be a backup.
Yeah, I know nothing. You're gonna see how a backup.
Whoa.
You're too weak. Backup.
Nico, hold on. Back it up. Nico, you say he's better than Shea?
Yes.
All right, but you go with your 6.
Bro. All right, for number 6.
That is drunk, bro. But yeah, go with your 6.
You drunk, bro.
Drunk.
Nah, that's a crazy take, bro. And yes, Brogdon is coming off the bench, Nico.
He should start for them. He's their 3rd best player.
He's gonna start. It's gonna be him.
No, he's not. No. They said he's not gonna start. He's coming off the bench. He's coming off.
Yeah, they view him as a 6th man.
Yeah.
Shut
but anyways,
he's gonna play for a couple of games and he's gonna play. Shut up.
He should steal Marcus Smart.
At number 6, I got the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. He's washed. He shouldn't even be this high, but you know, I think he's.
That's low, bro.
He's fucking ass, bro. Like
he's bro.
Oh, but you're talking about last season. You're talking about last season.
Because I'll beat you up right now, bro. I'll take off my jacket. I'm wearing a right now.
Fuck you and him, bro. Simple as that. Nah, but no cap. He's washed. He's washed, bro. Like he's not better than any of the other five players. He doesn't know how to play defense. He's decent at scoring.
If you're talking about last season, he should be lower.
No, I'm talking about. I told you I'm talking about last season and next season. Like I'm kind of like putting a little bit of both in. I don't think he's gonna be that good next season. Like I think he's gonna be the second option for sure. But I feel like he's not the same. He's not the same player that he was. He's not. I just don't think that he's better than the five players that I have in my top five. That's just how
I'm excited to see
it.
who you have above him.
He's on the team to make others look better. He's not on a team to like elevate them on a standpoint of scoring. You know what I mean? Like he's a playmaker. Like he's not a guy that you're gonna look. You can't look at James Harden anymore and be like, yo, can you give us 35? Like if we really need it. You can't do that no more.
I see. You're a hater. That's what it is.
What?
I see it now. I see what you're talking about.
Obviously, he's a fucking hater. You know, he left the
what?
He got kicked on his top five.
He started everything.
Yo.
Nah,
yo, I'm sleep.
He cracked that shit
to one piece. I really thought you caught what I was saying, bro.
Nah, that shit was good, bro. Clip that. Yo, producer, clip that.
Yo, clip that. Nah, no cap. Miguel, you have me, bro. You're like, oh, I see what I'm like, yo, thank you. Finally, somebody understands. It's like, you're a hater. I was like, oh my God.
Cause a hater.
Yeah, you crazy.
Number 6. I just don't think that he's better as a leader, as a scorer, as somebody that can help a team like win on a leadership standpoint. I just don't think he's this year or next year going to be better.
All right. At number 6, I'm going mine. This is where I have Anthony Edwards. I was capping by him top 3. He's not going to be top 3 next year. But I have him at 6. I think he's going to break 25 points a game next season.
25?
Facts. I have him at 6 too. You know,
I see. You're my son.
Yeah,
Copy me, bro.
Fact, I put you on because I've been calling it since the playoff. I've been saying it ever since we've seen that performance in the playoff.
Since the playoffs, like that shit was like 3 months ago. I told you like 3 months ago, bro.
Bro, he felt the playoffs and he knows what it's like to be. He went to a 7-game series. He won the first round. You know what I'm saying? They went and go play Grizzlies in the second round and went to 7 games. Like they went and
they played the Grizzlies in the first round.
Was it? Oh yeah, but they went in the play-in though. After that, Jimmy Butler was like, when was the last time they ever made the playoffs? They went to play, and that's what it was. I'm saying it from the play-ins, and then they went 7 games and competed for the Grizzlies, the 2nd seed. You know what I'm saying? And they were tough. They get them. You know what I'm saying? They competed out there where Cat had a great performance. Anthony Edwards showed out. You know what I'm saying? He showed out in every game. He was out there defending. He could defend. He could shoot. He's become a great creator. He's a leader too. You know what I'm saying? He's confident. You know what I'm saying? He believes in these guys. You know what I'm saying? He's showing that he's became a great leader for them. And I think he's the face of this franchise. For sure. I think he's gonna take a big leap now with the team now. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be their main scorer. Cat now is, you know what I'm saying, him and Cat are gonna be their main scorer. And they got Rudy Gobert, who's a great defender. You know what I'm saying? They weren't even that bad before, but Patrick Beverly helped a lot. But I'm saying, I think Vanderbilt they were good, but I think they're a decent team. They made a good roster. I think they're gonna be really good next year. So
top 5 seed.
I think he's gonna hit that leap just like John Morant when he felt the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like Donovan Mitchell when he felt the playoffs, he hit that big leap the next season. I mean, I think he's gonna hit the same way. He's gonna be training in the off season. They're a way better team now, so they kept D'Lo somehow. So you know what I'm saying? D'Lo had
I'm shocked.
It's not somehow. Nobody wants his ass.
Wait, don't stop disrespecting, yo.
Yeah, word up. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nobody fuck with D'Lo, but he's my boy.
Nobody fuck with you.
Yo, look, he doesn't gotta go out there and score 25 fucking points. He go out there. He's been a playmaker. He goes out there and tries to plays a pick and roll. He's been a great leader.
And he a closer. Simple.
And he is a closer. He be closing out every game. He really close out.
Nico thinks he's a closer because he watched him hit a game winner against his favorite team, bro, in stadium.
I seen
in person, bro.
twice, bruh. He hit it in the fourth quarter, go overtime, and then hit it again to tie it up. And no, 3 times because he hit it to tie it up, and then he hit it, and then the next play he came and hit it from the range, fade away to lead and won the
You
game.
got that ice, bro. You got that ice.
He's tough. People to be disrespecting D'Lo. He's tough.
Word, I'm sick of it.
There's a reason why they didn't trade him. There's a reason why Minnesota didn't want to trade him, and they kept him. So they
Yes,
traded
bro.
all these other.
He's
assets that
matured
they
so
had.
much since his Laker days, bro. Like he,
And I
should just
fuck with
trade
D'Lo because he
They
has a
should just
he's
trade
different
him
a
for
role.
a
vet.
shooter.
He's a true
vet.
guard.
He's a good
true guard.
leader. Yes, he's a true guard, bro. Like he gives assists and scores at will, bro. No cap. If D'Lo was a shooting guard, I have him over James Harden, straight like that.
I guess that means you can keep it going. I guess that's what that means. Breaking into the top 5. I guess I'll go first. This is where I have the Jaylen Brown, the best player in Boston.
Me too.
JB, top 5, two-way player, loose handle, but I think he's one of the best scorers in the NBA. I think he's an underrated tough shot maker.
I think he's the best shooting guard on both ends. If you take both ends and put it into one, I think he's the best.
I think he's second
behind
because the guy that's number 1. But I guess we'll get to him when we get to him.
Okay, that's fair.
For me, I would have put him. For me,
yeah.
I would have put him top 5, but the only reason why he didn't make the top 5 is I think these other two guys that I said, Anthony Edwards and CJ McCollum, are in better situations. They're just gonna be in better situations where they could lead, be more.
What? Bro, he averaged 25 a game as his second option.
But you're talking about Malcolm Brogdon is gonna come
finals,
back,
bro.
Brogdon is not taking shots away from.
We're talking about their team being stacked. GT, bro. I know.
Nico, if you're talking about a situation, he's gonna be they're gonna be the 1 seed next season.
They are.
They're the best team in the East.
I know they are. But I think CJ McCollum and them. I think they're gonna be really good this season.
You have CJ above Jaylen Brown,
and we could. I'm tweaking a little bit, but I believe in CJ.
I'm tweaking a little bit.
Well, he's gonna. I think
CJ's
gonna have a great season. He's gonna have a great season, bro. You see, he was locked in. He changed that team. They were a different team. They were a winning team. And Zion's gonna come back. He's gonna be in a different role now. He's gonna be able to score, be the vet for them. And I think they're gonna take a big lead. Pelicans are gonna be a great team in the West. They're gonna be hard to compete. And the West is just stacked now. We're talking about the Mavs just the Mavs obviously lost Jalen Brunson, which is bad, but they picked up Christian Wood. But the Grizzlies are still good. Timberwolves, Minnesota's just got way better. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about right now, Anthony Edwards and the fucking Pelicans who are just, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be good too. They're going to, with Zion coming back.
They're not going to be better than the Celtics. I don't know. I think that's a crazy one, having CJ.
Yeah,
I think CJ is better for him. He's been more consistent, and he changed that team. He was averaging 30-something points.
How about this?
8 assists.
If Jaylen Brown's in that situation and you put CJ on the Celtics, which team is better?
He's going to do the same thing.
I think.
And he might be doing it better.
Nah, I think the Pelicans.
You see what he did against the Phoenix Suns with Brandon Ingram? Imagine him.
Bro, Jaylen Brown bugged the whole playoffs.
Okay, but
he's just sleeping on Jaylen Brown right now. I feel like he's underestimating what Jaylen Brown can do.
I'm not. I do respect him. I'm not.
Bro, Jaylen Brown is someone that stays low key. He's never in the media. He's never in the news. You don't ever see him in any controversy. On the court, he could do it all. If you need him to shoot if you need him to shoot, he'll shoot. If you need him to dunk, he'll dunk. If you need him to defend, he'll defend. I feel like he's just the perfect basketball player to have on a contending team.
Oh my God, that's too much. The man has his flaws. If he's a perfect basketball player, why you got him 5?
No, I said the perfect basketball player to have on a contending team. You didn't hear me finish my sentence.
Oh, I'm about to say. You're talking my boy's an all-NBA player. He's out here. God damn.
Nah, bro, he's the perfect basketball player that you would want on a contending team.
He is. I
feel like he's a guy. I feel like he's a guy that could play with anybody.
I think he could too.
Yeah,
But
but anyways, let's go to number 4.
number 4, I guess I'll go. This is where I have Donovan Mitchell.
Damn! Wait, hold on, hold on. Wait.
You didn't even have Donovan Mitchell on his list.
No fucking way you put that boy over him, bro. Your
Over
twin,
who?
bro? You put him over you? Over Donovan Mitchell?
What?
What?
Your twin, bro?
Who are they talking about?
The beard, bro.
Oh.
I'm not getting to that. I'm not getting to that.
Okay.
Damn.
So-
but I have it vice versa though, because I'll just say, but tell them why you have Donovan Mitchell
Yeah.
over James Harden.
I have James Harden 3. Like he was alluding to it. That's crazy. How you knew I had him 3, bro. It's like he was waiting for me to say James Harden. No cap.
There's no way you put him over the other two guys. Let's keep it 1,000.
So I guess if we have the same list because I know damn well you don't have who I think you have number 1. But yeah, like Donovan Mitchell number 4 for me. The guys above him, I just think impact the game more than he does. He's probably. They're all scoring wise. He's probably top 2 within the top 4 guys. I don't think it's a big gap between the guys in the top 3, but I think the playmaking and defensively, the top 2 guys are just way better than him. He's going to be a liability, but I would trust him to be a number 1 option over. That's kind of crazy. I'd rather him as my number 1 option than the 3 guys I have above him. But they are all in better situations than he is.
Yeah.
Where I feel you. So you put Donovan Mitchell number 4, James Harden number 3, and then Nico put the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think Harden's going to be good next year. I think my prediction: Harden makes All NBA next season.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have a good season.
I'm really high on Harden too. Like it's not no disrespect to Harden, but I just think Mitchell's going to be in a better situation because I think he's going to get traded and he's going to go to a win team now, like a contender, where he's going to make.
You have okay. I did not catch that. You have Mitchell 3. I mean Mitchell. You have Mitchell 3 and James Harden 4.
Yeah,
you have Mitchell above Harden, but you being a Philly fan.
Wait, what?
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I got
Mitchell 3 as well.
Mitchell fan,
I got Mitchell 3.
It's not even because of that,
Beal
though.
4.
It's not even because I'm a big Donovan Mitchell fan. I just take it because I think he's gonna get traded. He's gonna go to a team. He's already getting better and better each season. He's a great scorer. He could do it. He could play make. You know what I'm saying? He could play make. Make his teammates around him better. You know what I'm saying?
He's probably a top 5 playoff player.
Athletic. Like in the playoff, he has like a switch, and he just like he just turns up everybody. Like, he just gets the fans like up. Like he just turns up, and he's a great scorer. He's just so smart in the playoffs. He's just like his IQ, like you could see it. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to attack, and he's just getting better and better. And Utah, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna. It's looking like they're gonna. You know what I'm saying? Start over, and trade him. I think it's looking like it. There's a lot of great offers on the table right now, and I don't think they're gonna say no. So
I think the Knicks might pull it off.
And
I think so too.
On the other hand, I want to get to James Harden. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna like Miguel said. I think he's gonna be All NBA, and he just was out of shape. We're talking about a guy that was out of shape, still averaging close to 10 assists. I think he was averaging 10 assists. Still averaging above 18, or he was averaging 18 points, which
it was the efficiency.
Yeah, he was just inefficient, and you could see that he was out of shape. The fourth quarters where he would die out, he'd get tired, and him running, just getting back. But he's been improving, and you're seeing a lot of cardio. He's putting in the work in the lab. You're saying he took a big pay cut for the team, so right there shows his mentality that he wants to win. He's not like Bradley Beal that took all the money for himself, selfish as fuck. But I'm saying I would never expect James Harden. So that shows a lot of heart from James Harden. No cap, that really does, bro. He took 15 mil. That's a big cap.
Bro, is there a big difference between 47 and 32?
That's a 15 mil. Come on,
the salary cap went up a lot.
Bro, but 47. I get it's 15 mil, but 47 and 32 compared to a guy that's already made 300 mil in his career, bro. That's not. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Come on, bro.
And I'm telling you, he's getting it in the back end. I don't really think it's that big of a deal.
3 elite guys. They're gonna make big changes.
Taha.
Mm-hmm.
So the Harden deal, it's a 1+1 on a player option on a second year. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So am I the only one thinking this way that he's gonna sign for the multi years after the season?
Absolutely. Yeah.
He's
I
gonna get
feel
his
like.
bread in the back end.
But
Yeah.
Tobias
I
wouldn't
think.
be here
Well,
or
I
he
feel
get
like it
traded.
depends. I feel like it depends on how the next year plays out.
15
'Cause-
teams have cap space next year.
Damn.
Huh?
That ass.
15 teams have cap space next season.
Damn.
That's why.
What? Shit. That's damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's
But
gonna be a lot of money flowing
But
around.
we'll see what happens with when KD and all that shit. It'll probably be less teams.
Yeah. No. But KD, like, he's still on like a 4-year contract, so that's not
Yeah.
really. I'm thinking about Kyrie.
Kyrie
'Cause
too.
He gonna be a free agent next year if he don't resign during this season with whatever team he
Westbrook.
ends up playing on.
Yeah.
That's another one. But I don't think Westbrook's gonna have that much.
TJ
of a-
Warren.
Again.
I think that's time. I think it's time to move on.
Yeah. So who you guys got at number 2?
I think we all should have the same guy. That's Devin Booker.
Yeah. Yeah. I got Devin Booker
What?
too.
No way, bro.
Don't
no
tell me
way.
you got Devin Booker number 1, bro.
Of course not. Come on, we should all know.
Oh, I'm about to say,
Because the way you said it made it seem
You know
like.
damn well
Yeah.
who's the best fucking shooting guard right now in the fucking NBA, and that's fucking PG. So I guess
What?
straight to it.
Bro.
PG
I get straight to it. Stop acting dumb. You know you have
next
that play.
season.
He's a lockdown. He is the best
I don't
shooter.
know.
You know where you left him out your list, but he's gonna be the
I don't
best.
know about that, Nico. I put Gary Harris.
He's one of the best
I put
defenders.
Jalen Green.
He's one of the best defenders in the league, and the Clippers are gonna be one of the best teams in the West. And he's a great scorer. He can
Facts.
shoot.
I think the Clippers are gonna be the one
He can
seed.
do it all around. We shown the impact when he came back and he looked healthy with his shoulder.
Oh, you say
even when he came back halfway through the season, even in the playoffs, you see they were still competing, and even it came down to a tough game. I'm saying, I think 6 or 7 games. Like Clippers still competed. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing. So shout out to them, and they're gonna have everybody back. They're gonna have a great roster. John Wall's back. Like that's a true guard. We're talking about what they needed. Like, come on, that's like a true point guard, and they're boys. You know what I'm saying? They all fuck with each other. They all PG fucks with John Wall, and PG and Kawhi Matt close. You know what I'm saying? They already wanted to been team up, so that was always a plan for them. So they actually did it, and now John Wall's part of it, and they're still great. They got Reggie Jackson, all that. John Wall's probably gonna come off the bench. I don't know. Like, or Reggie Jackson.
I think the X factor for that team is Norman Powell, though.
Yeah, Norman Powell,
Robert Covington,
Rocco signed. Rocco re-signed.
Zubac.
They still got Zubac.
Brandon Ball.
Batum re-signed.
Bring back Boogie Cousins.
Zubac re-signed. Nah, but you got Zubac, so why would you? You re-signed for 30.
They need to replace Hardenstein. Hardenstein was good for him last year. But my number 1 is Jalen Green. I think Jalen Green's gonna lead the NBA in scoring next season.
He's fucking lying.
I was trying to keep going, bro. I can't. I have Paul George too. Jalen Green. If we're gonna hit the honorable mentions, for me, Tyler Hero, Jalen Green was one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Desmond Bain.
I had Desmond Bain. Dylan Brooks was up there too as a
RJ Barrett. Anybody?
Yeah, RJ Barrett too. I thought of him as a small forward, but yeah, I think so.
Bogdanovich could have a good year.
I think
Seth
watch out for Quentin Grimes.
Seth Curry's a great shooting guard.
Quentin Grimes is gonna have a big season. Book it.
Karis LeVert too. Chill, Karis LeVert.
I think Karis LeVert's gonna play the 3 more than the
Max
2
Strus
next season.
Oh man, chill.
Max Strus, yeah, Max Strus is gonna do a lot in his 10 minutes a game.
Chubb was a starter, but our boy had 20 in a playoff game.
A playoff game.
But yeah,
that's more than you. That's 20 more than you had.
Hey,
that's 20 more than all 3 of us combined.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna argue with that. I can't argue with that.
It's a deep 3 NBA show, and you can't hit a deep 3, bro. That's the problem.
Yo, no way he just said that. You said that like you could.
I'm part of it, bro.
Miguel, I know you remember them days of short crash, but I used to have you leaning.
Oh my god!
Nico.
Taha was always like a foot taller than me, bro.
Yo, Nico, I used to go left. Miguel used to go right.
I used to have Taha propose
I
him,
used to-
bro. Hands on the floor.
I used to put this
Yo, he
man in the post.
disrespected you, dog.
Yo, Nico, I used to put this man in the post. He would be on the grass, bro. He wouldn't be on the court. And all I had to do was give him one shoulder. Bow. He used to be all the way on the other side of the park.
You call me
That's-
Luka on the court. No problem. I do it all. I play defense. I could score.
You know who Nico's
comp
comp is?
shoot,
Who?
play make.
I don't
Nah,
even
be-
know, bro.
Get
Who's
up
Is
Nico?
and
that what you get? Is that you want me to think of one?
Booby Gibson. Booby Gibson.
You know who Nico comp is? No cap.
Who his
Motherfucker
comp?
plays like Tim Hardaway Jr.
Damn.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Nico,
For real?
who's Miguel's comp?
I told you my comp's PJ Tucker.
PJ
I tell you, that's
Tucker.
my comp, bro. I'm short, but I'm guarding up.
Word.
You're sure?
Nah, my
Jose
comp is
Alvarado.
Draymond Green.
Say nice.
My comp's Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? I could pass. I could
Because Todd
rebound.
be on the court talking mad shit, fighting and shit.
Yeah, we do be talking
No, I don't
shit.
be fighting. I don't
Todd
be
be on the
fighting
court flopping. That's why they be calling him Draymond
I like
Green.
talking shit. I like talking shit.
Oh man.
I get hyped.
Nah,
He
bro.
Yeah,
got spit on at the
Bucket,
court,
Air
but don't let him
calling
not tell you
Air
that story.
I'm calling
He was
cookies.
talking
all
shit.
that.
Somebody spit on him.
What? Who?
Nico,
At the
somebody spit on
courts.
you?
Me?
Yeah.
When I elbowed him after. Yeah, I elbowed him after.
Damn, bro.
Yo, Nico is annoying,
Chill,
bro.
bro.
Because he really play
Chill.
on with the story. Nico and deadass play. That's why I fuck with us. Like, yo, we do that shit all the time, and he'll be like, it's like, oh yeah, I remember it.
We do that shit all the time at work. Yo, that should be crazy.
Damn. Nah, yeah. We have some crazy memories on the court, like after school going to West Carteret or going to Shorecrest.
West Carter used to be fun.
Yeah.
But
Facts, bro.
I'm just gonna tell this quick story before we go.
Word.
I remember
What's
I was
up?
at Carteret courts, bro, over there playing ball, and it's like early summer. It's 12 o'clock. There's like nobody there, bro. And there's these two like older dudes. That was actually was a lot of people there. These two other dudes were over there playing. I guess they had like a joke going on. They was arguing mad loud, and he went to his car. He's like, "Yo, I'll be back." And he came back, bro. He had a towel over his hand, acting like he was about to shoot the dude. Bro, I booked it for my life, cuz. And to this day, I think he was faking. To this day, I think they was all just a joke, bro. But everybody at the court started dipping, like they was scared as hell.
Fuck up. No
Yo,
way.
that's funny
They
as hell,
tweaking
bro.
though. That's
Nah,
wild.
Yo,
I'm not gonna lie,
he's
bro.
"Yo, what you
I'm
say?
running-
What you
I'm
say?"
running
Yo.
too.
Some
He
of
was
the
saying that?
funniest fights happen on those courts, bro. No cap.
Yeah, bro. He was like, "Yo, what you say? What you say?" And just
Yeah.
like, chill.
Shit, I remember.
Yo, that's funny as hell. Nah, yo, no cap. That every time I pass by those courts, bro, I don't even think about basketball. I just think of all the fights that happened there.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
all
just
about
used to
a
get
bunch of
popping.
fights. There's been a bunch of fights.
Yeah, bro. But that's another story for another day, though. We
Yeah,
can
let's
wrap it up.
end this shit here. It's time to go. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
tuning in.
We're thinking
Yeah.
about
Deep 3
tuning in,
back in your
man.
earlobes on
Bringing
Tuesday.
team back to Jersey. You know what